Ladies and gentlemen, Boswell Media Sports presents Friday Night Football.
Boswell Media Sports presents Kosciusko Whippet Football. Now, here's the voice of the Whippets, Breck Riley.
We've reached week 4 of the high school football season, and your Kosciusko Whippets remain unbeaten. Last week, the team put together another dominating performance with a 49-7 win over rival Leake Central. Quarterback Caden Wade tossed for 2 touchdowns and rushed for 2 more. The Whippets also got 2 rushing touchdowns from C.J. Sandifer and 1 from Jackson Schuler. And the defense had another great performance, slowing down the high-powered Gator offense, only allowing 1 score. Tonight, the Whippets are back on the road for the first time since week 1. We've made the long trip to Desoto County to take on Olive Branc. Once a powerful program, the Conquistadors have fallen on hard times recently, but they have a first-year head coach and some very talented athletes that are looking to return them to their glory days. This is the Prairie Farms pregame show. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Casey Orr. It's the Whippets versus the Conquistadors from Boswell Media Sports.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
At Pickles Drug Store, your pharmacist does more than fill prescriptions. They're your guide to better health. We help you understand your medications, ensure your insurance is handled smoothly, and answer all your questions with care. Because at Pickles, you're not just a customer, you're part of our community.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Visit us today on the east side of the square in Kosciusko. Pickles Drug Store, your community Health Mart pharmacy, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show as we are counting down until the top of the hour when the Whippets will kick off against the Conquistadors of Olive Branc. We have made the long trip up here to Desoto County, just south of Memphis, and we got a few minutes to chat with head football coach Casey Orr. As always, before we look at tonight's opponent, we will take a look in the rearview mirror and go back and look at offense, defense, and special teams for the big win last week over Leake Central. Coach, we'll start with the offense. Third game in a row, you're putting up 40 points, so offense looked like it continued to roll.
It did. Our guys were able to come out early and establish the run. You got a big run from C.J. Sandifer to start the game off and get us up early and kind of get everything rolling downhill. And once you get that running game going, you know, we're able to open up things. Caden has been playing exceptionally well at the quarterback spot. He's extending plays. He's seeing defenses. He's putting the ball where only our guys can can make plays. So they've really been clicking. And then you saw our receivers make some big time plays the other night. So it really puts the defense in a bind when they're all clicking, because there's definitely some weapons on that side of the football.
Now, most people that just scout Kosciusko, they're going to think they've heard about Caden Wade, they've heard about the offense and how he could throw the ball, but really it's sort of even. You're really balanced. In fact, I think you might have had a little bit more rushing yards than you do passing yards. Caden Wade's had 2 passing touchdowns, I think, each game, and of course he does what he does with his legs, but you guys you run the ball very well, and as you said, we'll talk about running backs in our next segment. Running game kind of helps what you do passing wise, because you just got so many options.
That's a fact. And when I think of the opposing teams, they scout us and they get prepared to play us, they get in their head that we've got to stop Caden Wade, and we've got to be able to shut down the passing game and not let the receivers hurt us over the top. And so you start to see some light boxes, and CJ's a really good running back, and our offensive line has played really well, and we've had to plug in different pieces along the way, and they just step right in and they keep it rolling, and it's been good to see, because CJ's a kid that works real hard, and I'm glad to see him have some success. And then that O-line, man, they've played really well up until this point.
And another thing about the offense that we saw that Caden Wade can do is extend plays. League Central, like their game plan was to put some pressure. They brought the house a few times, but Caden is able to kind of extend the play, and he does a really good job of either finding the open receiver or just getting rid of the football and not trying to force something that's not there.
He is really intelligent when it comes to the game of football and understanding what's going on. He makes quick, good decisions, which is you don't see that all the time out of a high school quarterback, the decision making that he has. And then because of his size and his strength, he's able to make plays that a lot of kids aren't. He made a play the other night where he had a D-end hanging on to him, and he basically drags him and is able to throw a pass to LD coming across the middle that ended up gaining 35 yards when, it would have been a sack in 9 out of 10 other situations, and he's just able to make a play.
We'll take a look at the defense. Defense only giving up 7 points, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the first points given up by the first team defense. Neshoba got a touchdown, but that was late in into the ball game. Some of the younger guys are in, but defensively, giving up only 7 points there to a very high-powered League Central offense coming in that had scored a bunch of points and were highly touted, had some D1 guys on there, and the defense really stepped up.
They did, and you're right. We give up that touchdown at the beginning of the second quarter where I kind of thought that, defensively we kind of let our foot off the gas. I thought we pulled back and relaxed a little bit, and League Central took advantage of it, and they caught us on some things. We lost contain one time on a pass play, and the quarterback had a long scramble that got set up that score, and we just did some things on that drive that we didn't do before that drive or after that drive, and we're glad we got it fixed. But our defense is they're playing fast right now. You're seeing a lot of guys run to the football, and you're seeing them be really physical when they get there. And I've said this each week, but right now defensively, that is that's our best attribute, is how physical we are playing, and the fact that when a guy gets the football or catches the football, he looks up, there's 4, 5, 6 black jerseys around him, the other night, and that makes it hard on offense. It also makes it pretty demoralizing when you're talking about those receivers they have, that they're just not getting any space and a chance to make a play.
You're able to get an interception on defense the other night. Zay Riley got one off of a tip drill, and a week before you're able to get some fumbles, so you're causing some turnovers, and really putting the pressure on the offense. But we'll take a look at special teams. Once again, special teams continued to impress. Braden Ray, I tell you, I said on the commentary, he's got some kind of voodoo magic he puts on the ball when he kicks it off.
Man, he has done a very good job on kickoff for us and had some good kicks the other night. I thought all in all we played pretty well special teams wise. We did give up one long return in the second half where kind of broke an assignment, and kids able to break a long run. Give our guys a lot of credit on that play, as we were able to catch him and keep him from scoring. But we got to eliminate that. Punt team finally got to go out on the field and execute a punt, and did a good job there. And I think Braden Ray, we had an extra point block the other night. It's the first time he's missed an extra point, but I think he's something like 13 or 14 on the year for extra points. It's a really good. I mean, he's done a really good job for us, and our guys have done well in that phase of the game.
Now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will continue here with the Prairie Farms pregame. This is Whippet Football from Boswell Media Sports.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show. The Whippets and the Conquistadors of Olive Branch getting ready for kickoff here at the top of the hour. Our middle segment right now with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr. And, Coach, we'll continue sort of with the special teams conversation that we had to end the first segment. Someone asked me last week about the 2-point conversion and why sometimes you line up and then you shift out of it and you kick and you never know if you're going to go for 2 or if you're going to kick. And I said, well, you know what? We'll just ask Coach Orr and let him explain the thought process behind that. So for those that, maybe don't understand what goes on right there, kind of walk us through that play on the extra point.
All right. So there's a lot of different ways to look at it. One of the ways that we like to see it is it's an easy way to steal a point. You kick an extra point, you get 1 point, but if you score in that gate formation, which is what that's called, it's 2 points, and it's an easy way to steal a point. It's something that Coach Rhodes, our offensive coordinator, and Coach Wade Moore put a lot of emphasis on, and it's teams don't see it. And each week, if you paid attention, the formation's always different. We don't line up in the same gate formation every week, so it's something the opposing team hasn't seen. And if they can't line up to it properly, it's an easy way for us to steal a point. And basically, when we get in that formation, sometimes you see us reload it, or we come back together and kick the extra point. That's just because we don't like the look they're giving us. We don't feel like we can get that point. So we line back up and kick the extra point. But if we like the way they look up, or we have a number advantage somewhere, we'll call a play and run it. And I think this year we've been perfect on it. Nobody stopped it yet this year. So it's been really good to us, and it's, like I said, it's an easy way to steal a point. Also, as a head coach and a defensive-minded guy, what I really like about it is the other team has to practice it. We take up 30 minutes of their week every week of them having to line up and try to practice that and being able to cover it. And in any way that I can steal time from the other team and make them have to practice something like that, I'm all for it. You know, I want them to have to spend as much time doing as much different stuff and looking at as much stuff as they possibly can, because I can tell you as a coach, you know, that gets frustrating over time. You only have so much time in a week and you can only cover so much. So, you know, we like to put them in a bind as much as we possibly can. And our guys have done a really good job with it. And lastly, I would say it's something our guys enjoy. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy being able to get in some different formations, some wacky formations, and getting to do some things that they don't typically get to do. So, you know, it's just fun for them as well.
Yeah, and we know you like to go for 2 in overtime, right? Because last year, going for we're going to play some overtime games. It seems like what we do, and you know, you always like to go for 2, and so it gives you another opportunity to do that in practice, going for those 2-point conversions.
Well, it does, but let's just, you know, if you want to put pen to paper and do some math, let's say each team scored 3 times throughout a football game, and the other team always kicked an extra point. Well, they got 21 points. If we scored 3 times and we went for 2, or we were in that gate and got it all 3 times, well, we're up by a field goal now. It's 24-21, and we've stolen a possession from them, you know, and that's just wherever we can I guess cheat the system, I guess is the best way to say it. We're going to try to, because that's a big difference now when you're looking at the difference of being up, you know, 3 or tied.
Yeah, the term in college football and NFL football is analytics. Now, they'll tell you when you're supposed to go for 2 and different things like that. So if you see an NFL team that lines up to go for 2 randomly, it's all about analytics and, like you said, stealing possessions and different things like that. Well, we'll take a time. We like to focus on a position group, and the first few games we've talked about, different positions groups. Wanted to talk about the running back room that you have, because you got a lot of guys that you can put back there in that running back spot and roll through, and your offensive line's been doing a great job blocking for those guys. But running backs, who are the guys back there that really make make your rushing game what it is?
Well, and I've already mentioned CJ Sandifer is a kid that since he was in the 9th grade has gotten reps with our varsity guys on Friday night. You know, he kind of burst onto the scene as a 9th grader and had a pretty good year, especially toward the end of that season. And then last year, you know, him and Shy Williams split some carries, but CJ had a really good year for us. And now as the premier back, he's just taking off. And for his size and stature, the kid runs the football so hard. He's like a Tasmanian devil. I mean, he just comes through the hole. His legs are churning. He just finds a way to fall forward. He's twisting his body. He's manipulating himself to find a way to get those extra yards. And you'll see him break runs or break tackles and end up breaking a run for 70 yards that probably should have picked up 5. You know, he's just he's a different kid now. He's a different kid with that football in his hands too, because he's one of the more fun kids to be around and just talk and interact with. He's a great kid, great personality, and then you hand him the football on Friday night and all that just changes. And if you misjudge the situation as a defender, you could end up laying flat on your back, because he's coming downhill and he's coming with bad intentions. And you move on to some other guys. Tyrion Riley's a young man for us that's really not played much offense. He's been a defensive guy for us all through his high school career, but this year he's kind of bought into the fact that, hey, there may be some times where you got to go in and tote the football for us, and he's done a really good job for that. When he's been asked to do that, he's done exactly what we need him to. And you go back to Neshoba Central, I think he had 1 carry that night and went 45 yards for a touchdown. I mean, he's an explosive guy in his own right, but we're trying hard not to play guys both sides of the football, but he is one that can step over and go to offense if need be. Terrell Tolliver is a good young back. He's a 10th grader and had some, flashes for us this year. And you think back to some of his family members that's all played running back. I've had two of his cousins play running back for me since I've been here, and Savion Tolliver and Trey Tolliver. So it's a good lineage there of backs out of that family, and he's just following right in their footsteps, and we're excited about him.
Yeah, I know Malcolm, his dad. We graduated together, but Malcolm was more of a defensive back. That's what Malcolm was, and he was a pretty good one. But one thing I noted about CJ on commentary last week is he was wide open, and the defensive back or linebacker, whoever was, had a bead on him and went to hit him, and they collided. and it should have been a big hit for the defensive back because, I mean, CJ just in a vulnerable position catching the ball, but when they collided, the defensive back went off the field.
I saw that, and we discussed it in the headset, and that was right around our goal line, next to the concession stand. And they did. It was a very violent collision, and when the dust settled, the defender, he tapped out and said, "I need to get off the field," because CJ had punished him in that situation. Yeah,
and as we said, I mean, all the momentum was coming with the defender, but CJ still stood his ground. That's the type of running back that the defense has to worry about and has to try to bring down. But we will step aside for a break. When we come back, we will take a look at our opponents tonight. You're listening to Whippet Football from Boswell Media Sports.
Watkins Ward and Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins Ward and Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins Ward and Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not ours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees, and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin, all included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood, to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024, message me on Facebook, or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show as they're inching ever so closer to the kickoff between the Whippets of Kosciusko and our opponents tonight. Our hosts here in Desoto County, the Conquistadors of Olive Branch. And Coach, let's take a look at the Olive Branch team. You know, this is a team that a long tradition. I think they won a state championship 2011, 12, 13, something along those times. And they would have won more if they weren't in the same division with South Panola for so many years, but a very proud tradition, and they're trying to get back to that, and they've got some dudes that they could get the ball to. They do, and you're right in everything you said. Olive Branch has been a really good football program throughout the years, and had some wars with South Panola along the way that you mentioned, and they got a new coach this year, Marcus Jameson, and it's his first year as a head coach, and he's trying to get that program back where it was, and he's doing a good job. Their guys are playing really hard, and you can tell on film that they're getting better each week. We've got film on them all 3 weeks, and from week 1 to week 3, you can tell they're a completely different football team, which speaks to the job that staff is doing. Our guys are going to have to be ready to play, and you're playing a bigger school that's got a lot of bodies they can run out there and match up with you, and our guys have just got to be prepared to get after it. It takes that effort every Friday night, and that's what we want to see from our guys. We tried to go schedule some bigger schools and see some good teams, because we want our guys to be as best prepared as they possibly can be when we get into district play. Yeah, and we're up here in DeSoto County. It's not a short drive up here, just south of Memphis. We've been here a few times. We ended up having to play Lewisburg twice in a row here. They didn't come to our field because with the turf being installed or whatever it was. So 2 years in a row we made the long trip up here to Lewisburg, and we came through Lewisburg on the way here to Olive Branch. It's just right down the road. So you and I talked about it this summer about how you like to get one of these long road trips each and every year. So wanted to revisit that about why you like to get a little bit longer of a football game throughout the regular season.
Yes, sir. And I know it's not the most convenient thing to drive, 2.5 hours on a Friday night to see a football game, but we're trying to look down the road and how that can help us out. And the way I see it is at some point in the playoffs, you're going to have to load up and take a long road trip. You're going to have to go somewhere and play a football game that's a good ways off. For example, last year we had to go to Sanatobia, and this year you could end up going somewhere like New Albany or Itawamba or somewhere like that. And we don't want the first time our guys experience that to be when you're in a playoff game and it's do or die and it's win or go home. We want our guys to have kind of had this trip before and done this routine and experienced it. So that's kind of our thought process behind it, because it is different. I mean, it's not the same as getting on a bus and driving to Carthage to play a football game, or driving to Louisville or to Ackerman. Or, it's different when you're going to be trapped on a bus for 2.5 hours and before you get there. And we try to stop along the way and break that trip up and feed them and make it as pleasant as we possibly can, I guess. But it is a different experience for them.
Personally, I don't mind the long road trips. It's always fun, because when I think about high school football, I think, like you mentioned, I think about long road trips. When I was in school, West Point was in our division, so we had to go to West Point, every other year or so. And so I think about these long trips, and it's fun to get out and get on the road and go places you've never been before. This is my first time in Olive Branch, so it's going to be hopefully a fun game tonight, and hopefully the Whippets come back with the win and continue to stay undefeated. Well, Coach Shore, we appreciate you for joining us, and hey, good luck in the game tonight.
Thank you very much.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here. Only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show as we are here from Olive Branch, Mississippi, waiting until the top of the hour for the kickoff between the Whippets and the Conquistadors of Olive Branch. The best mascot matchup you'll find in the state tonight, or any night, unless the Whippets have to play East Union. I think we're good on the mascot matchups. We appreciate you for tuning in, whether you have us on your radio dial on Breezy 103.7, or if you have the video stream that's up at breezynews.com on the all-new Breezy 103 FM YouTube channel. Don't ask me why we had to add another channel. We'll get into that later. But we do have a Breezy 103 FM YouTube channel is where we are tonight. So if someone is looking for it and you know someone that's wondering where it is, breezynews.com, Breezy 103 FM. We also have the audio stream on the Breezy 103 app or breezynews.com. And those streams are brought to you by Allen's Furniture. Let's get right into the starting lineups tonight for your Kosciusko Whippets, brought to you by Thomas Vision. We'll start with the defense. No changes there across the front three. You have the nose guard, LaMarcus Riley, and you have Travion Nash. You heard Coach Orr talk about him yesterday in the Farm Bureau Coaches Show and how he's been a guy that's a really kind of had a resurgence here lately. Also on the defensive line, you'll have the edge rusher Nick Suddeth. Your linebacking core in the middle. The leading tackler on the team is the senior Ricari Covington. Then you have Tyrion, or T. Riley, as we like to call him, as one of those linebacker spots. And then you have sort of a rotation between Rowdy Roan and Rashad Harrington, 1A and 1B, if you will. In your defensive backfield, 5 defensive backs for the Whippets. Your safeties are going to be Keith Lay, Zay Riley, and J.T. Herron. Your cornerbacks, Martavian Miller and Adarius Bond Slater. Looking at the offensive side of the ball, we do have a little bit of a change here because of the injury last week to Chavez Ellis. You saw last week he went off the field with a lower leg injury. He will not be available tonight, so Riley Petit will move from left tackle to center. Jadarius Wilkes will go back from left guard to left tackle, and Charlie Lang will step in at the left guard position. So from left to right across that line, it is Jadarius Wilkes, Charlie Lang, Riley Petit. At right guard will be Trace Reagan, and at right tackle will be the big man Jeremiah Winter. Looking at your receiving core, that does not change. Jabri Pierce, L.D. McBride, and Jontavius Roundtree. And the running back in the backfield will be C.J. Sandifer. We also expect the tight end flex, Jackson Schuler, to get plenty of reps along with William Rankin. And, of course, your quarterback will be Caden Wade. Your kicker is Braden Ray. Holder is Jabri Pierce. So those are your starting lineups brought to you by Thomas Vision. We'll welcome Jeremy Tillman into the broadcast, Jeremy, and no starters for the Conquistadors of Olive Branch, but we do have some key players, and they have several key players.
Yeah, that's right. Olive Branch comes in under the leadership of Marcus Jamison. They're 1-2 on the year. They beat Lewisburg and lost to Shannon and Horn Lake. But just to mention a few of their guys, like you said, they've got quite a few skilled guys, but they're led by quarterback Kylan Reed. He has thrown for 454 yards on the year's rush for 119 yards as well. A couple of running backs I want to mention is Brandon Perry. He's rushed for 93 yards on the year, as well as Javaris Hickman, who's rushed for 76 yards. Got a couple of receivers. They're led by Marcus Jamison, who has 8 catches for 108 yards on the year. And then also Ja'Cory Nolan. He's got 12 catches for 141 yards. And then they've got quite a few players that's on the players to watch list. Jamison is on there as well. And then it's Caleb Burris, Tommy Calicut, Caden Shields, and those are just to mention a few of their guys that we're going to see tonight on the field.
Yeah, 6A program, so they have a lot of guys, and the depth becomes, they can put some extra guys in there that maybe the Whippets don't have, even though the Whippets do have a lot of depth for a 4A program. But the Whippets have played up in classification. They played Neshoba Central, who was a 6A program, and they played Florence, who was 5A. We'll take a look at the field conditions and the weather report. Well, just like Kosciusko, the field is turf. So that's what the field conditions look like. Weather-wise, it's pleasant. It feels almost like football weather. We ran into some rain on the drive up here, up I-55 around Grenada, but after we got north of Grenada, things really cleared out, and the temperature has dropped to right here at kickoff. It's right around 79 to 80 degrees, and got a slight wind of around 7 miles an hour. So a really pleasant evening for football. And that field conditions weather report presented by Atala County Co-op. Now it's time to give you our game numbers, presented by Watkins, Ward, and Stafford. If you need someone to handle your numbers, whether that's payroll, tax accounting, whatever it might be, trust the folks at Watkins, Ward, and Stafford. This is the first meeting all time between Kosciusko and Olive Branch. However, against DeSoto County teams all time, Kosciusko is 4-1. And I'm not going to tell you who those teams are. We might save that for a trivia question later on in the broadcast. So there we go with that. But that's your game numbers brought to you by Watkins, Ward, and Stafford. Taking a look around the state at some other games that we'll be keeping up with this evening, there are a number of very good ball games to look at. Oxford and Tupelo, that's a big one here in North Mississippi. Tupelo, the number one team in the state. Oxford, also a top 10 program. Way on the other end of the state, Picayune and Ocean Springs. Ocean Springs, the cousins of the Whippets. They're the Greyhounds. But that's a big matchup down there, a top 10 matchup. Also, Grenada and Cleveland Central, those two not too far apart. And one that the Whippet fans will definitely be wanting to tune into is Louisville is taking on Starkville. That's a big game this week. Raleigh and Mize down in South Mississippi. Senatobia and Calhoun City. Calhoun City's the favorite in 1A. Senatobia is a 4A team playing very well. Whippets might end up seeing in the postseason. And then you have maybe the best name in all of high school football, the Possum Bowl. Lloyd Starr and Boga Chitта are playing for the Possum Bowl. That is a great name. So we'll keep you up to date on those scores. Also, there in the local area, two teams celebrating homecoming. Ethel is taking on Clinton Christian for homecoming. And also McAdams is taking on St. Andrews for homecoming there in Atala County. How come Kosciusko wasn't at home this week? How come we didn't have homecoming and just everybody come back to Atala County this weekend? But we'll keep you up to date with those. Our score updates are brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts, as the Whippets will bring their captains to midfield and getting ready to walk to the other side. And looking at Martavian Miller, Zay Riley, Jontavius Roundtree, and Jackson Schuler as the captains. I think we're going to go ahead and step aside for our prayer and our national anthem. So we'll be back after this. More football from Boswell Media Sports.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames and And you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense. Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Hello, Whippet fans. It's time for kickoff. This is Angel Alvin McDonald with State Farm Insurance. I welcome you to another action-packed night of Kosciusko Whippet football. State Farm takes great pride in supporting the Kosciusko Whippets in our community. Okay, boys, let's kick it off.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Boswell Media Sports.
Wrapping up the national anthem back here at the ballpark here at Olive Branch on our Prairie Farms pregame show. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman with you here in the press box. We got Hayes Tyler on the camera. We got Donald back in the studio there in Kosciusko. I mentioned the Prairie Farms pregame, Jeremy. I drove by Prairie Farms earlier, and the big cow is gone.
Uh-oh.
Mississippi is gone. I'm wondering, it's about state fair time, though, so I'm guessing she might have gone down there. You know, senior classes usually take those cows. I don't know if they can get that big one.
I don't think they can get the big one. Hey, and you can notice when the big one's gone.
Yeah, I drove by and it was gone. So maybe we'll find out where Mississippi, that's what she's called, Mississippi Prairie Farms cow is here on our Prairie Farms pregame. But before we went to break, we were telling you about the captains for the Whippets. Two defensive captains, Martavion Miller and Zay Riley for the Whippets on offense, Tay Roundtree and Jackson Schuler. Looking at those captains for the Conquistadors, Jeremy, you're able to get a few numbers?
It looks like that's number 21, Antonio Davis. Number 26, I believe, is out there, Conrad Adams. I believe that's number 10. Is that 10? I can't see.
Could be 10 or 16.
It may be 16, yeah, Ashton Curtis. And the third one there, I can't
think it's number 12.
Okay, Jeremy Salisbury.
I believe that is correct. We are on the visitors' side tonight, so we should note that they have a visitors' press box for us. So we are here in the visitors' press box. So when the officials give the call, they will turn and give it towards the home side. So we'll do our best to relay that and see it as we can. But if you're watching on the video stream, just know that we are on the opposite side of the home stands. Well, Jeremy, taking a look at some keys to the game for the Whippets tonight. What do you think the Whippets have to do to get out of here with the victory?
One big thing is just keep that momentum going coming into this game 3-0. And the Whippets have been playing some good football, been playing very physical, and I think that's a key that we've seen with this Whippet ball club these last 3 games is just playing very physical. And we mentioned earlier, hey, these guys are going to put some skill guys on the field. They got good size. Defensively for the Whippets, continue to just fly to the football. Be quick off the football, find the football, and just swarm to it. And offensively, just continue to get a little bit better each week. It's we've seen this Whippet offense do some good things so far this year, and just want to keep it up. And, hey, it does start with the run game to be able to open up that passing game. So it should be a good ball game here tonight.
And the Whippets will get the ball first to open the ball game as Olive Branch won the toss, deferred its option to the second half. So the Whippets will be moving it left to right. So they'll be defending off to our left and heading towards the right. I would call that the south end zone, and the north end zone off to our left. Or excuse me, backwards. The right would be the north end zone. The south would be to our left. But the Whippets coming out tonight with the white tops and gray pants. They have maroon numerals. They have the maroon helmet with the white interlocking KHS logo. For Olive Branch, they're going with the yellow tops, mustard yellow. I said I was going to call it mustard yellow, and that's what I'm calling it. Mustard yellow tops, and they have blue pants. They have yellow helmets, and the Olive Branch logo in blue. It's 2 swords with OB above it. Think Virginia Cavaliers, but with an OB as they come onto the field off to our right. And then the Whippets will follow off to our left. Pretty good number of fans made the trip up, considering it's about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so from Kosciusko up to Olive Branch here just south of Memphis. Not too far at all. A stone's throw from Memphis, if you will. So it's not very far from the Tennessee state line. It's set up to be a great ball game tonight. Whippets looking to stay undefeated. 4-0 with a big showdown with a rival coming up next week against Choctaw County. But I do believe this Olive Branch team poses its own sort of challenges. Jeremy, anytime you're playing a bigger school, they have some bigger bodies and they just have more of them.
Yeah, that's right. Anytime you play up like this, for sure, they're gonna have some depth. They're gonna have some size. And, that's what we see in this Olive Branch crew tonight.
So, Whippets will get back to return it. Let's see, they usually put Roundtree and Sandifer back, and that looks like who's going to head back to return it. So coming out to kick the ball will be Jake Anderson, sophomore kicker. But we have a history on the Conquistadors. We're going to tell you about why the Conquistadors. That is a very odd name for a mascot. And Coach Orr said the team was talking about it being weird, and Coach Orr told them, well, you can't say much, guys. You're the Whippets. So, you don't have a lot of room to talk, but they are, as I said, a fun matchup, one of the better mascot matchups. I said East Union, they're the Urchins. You get someone like that. You get Taylorsville with the Tartars. You go down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, St. Stanislaus, the Rockachaws. I mean, you got some fun mascots. Coahoma County's the Red Panthers. So a lot
in Ocean Springs, aren't they the Greyhounds?
The Greyhounds,
yeah.
That's our cousin. I said that. Looks like maybe a different kicker This time it's going to be Hickman, the running back, that's going to kick it away. Straight on kick will be taken by Roundtree on the far sideline at the hash marks. Breaks one tackle, two tackles out to the 40. Hit out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, nice return right there by Roundtree. Some good blocking up front as well to just create a seam for him to hit. And, man, just be able to set up this Whippet offense in good field position right here.
Caden Wade leads the offense coming into the game. 35 for 48, 586 yards passing, 6 touchdowns. Running the ball 21 for 98 and 3 touchdowns. He'll come out with a 2-by-2 set, 2 receivers to the left, 2 lined up to the right. C.J. Sandifer is the running back. 3 down line, a little bit of a high snap. And breaking a tackle is Sandifer. He's trying to dance around, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe about half a yard, but that's it.
Yeah, he did about all he could right there because he had somebody in his face pretty quick. Looks like they're going to give him a gain of 1.
A full yard, but that's what Sandifer does. You know, he rarely goes down on first contact. Yeah, Jabry Pearson, L.D. McBride lined up wide to the right. Now they'll have a tied into the ball game. William Rankin is lined up left. Whippets with the snap to give to Sandifer. Runs up the middle, gets to midfield, and he'll go down there or the 50-yard line. So a 3rd down and about 5 yards for Kosciusko. There's some meat across that defensive line. Just like we talked about, one of those guys, Tommy Calicut.
Yeah, they're big up front for sure.
Yeah, big defensive lineman. Also, you're looking at Terrence Hall. McCallicut was mentioned as one of the top tight end, defensive end prospects, and by Chris Brooks of Mississippi Gridiron. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver left. Low snap. Wade's going to get it himself. Run back to the right. Dancing around, rolling to his right, going to keep rolling, and he tries to throw it, I think, or are they saying fumble?
I believe they're going to say a fumble, aren't they?
I have still no signal. And now we got a signal. It is a fumble.
Yeah, from here, I thought there for a second Wade was able to get back on it, but I guess he wasn't.
Yeah, so it is 1st down, Olive Branch. Whippets have.
I thought Wade was able to get back on top of it.
Whippets have the punt team out, but the official is saying 1st down, Olive Branch. Both teams seem to think it's punt.
Yeah.
For Kosciusko, but the official grabbed the ball, pointed 1st down, Olive Branch. Now they're going to say 4th down. There you go.
Yeah, the head official sure said it.
Yeah. So they will rule that it was a fumble, but that Kosciusko is able to get back on that fumble. So Braden Ray will kick it away to a very dangerous return man, Marcus Jamison Jr., the head coach's son. There's a little bit of a low snap. That's blocked. And it's recovered by Olive Branch at the 12-yard line. From bad to worse for the Whippets. Recovering the ball, Antonio Davis. Whippet defense put in a bad position. Backed up inside. On 15-yard line, they'll put it at the 12. So, 1st down. 10 yards to go for Olive Branch. And Kylan Reed comes out. He's got Brandon Perry in a pistol formation. He'll stack 2 receivers to the right. Tight end lined up right. Motion, Jamison. Hall rolling to his right. He'll be pursued and tackled for a loss. Rowdy Roan with the sack on the blitz back at the 21-yard line.
That's what this Whippet defense needed right here to be able to drop them back. Good job right there by Rowdy Roan. And he closed in on him quick and just laid out and took him down.
Yeah, Roan has some speed, as you said, some closing speed there to get it back. But they call the face mask on Kosciusko. I don't know who it was on because it wasn't on Rowdy Roan. Because Roan tackled him around the legs. So as I said, from bad to worse for the Whippets. That'll put it inside half the distance to the goal.
I think it'll be about on the 6.
Right around the 6-yard line. So Reed turns and hands off to his running back, Perry. He is stacked up. He'll get inside the 5. Harrington on the tackle for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, the Whippets. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. No score. There's a Wildcat formation. Running it right and in for the score. Out of the Wildcat set was Javaris Hickman. Hickman goes in, and Olive Branch draws first blood. 6-0. Oh, 9:21 remaining. Now it will be Jake Anderson out to kick it away. Or attempt the PAT. Good snap. Kick is up, and it's good. 9:21 remaining in the first quarter. Olive Branch leading Kosciusko 7-0.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Boswell Media Sports.
Olive Branch blocks a punt and turns it into points as the kickoff drives C.J. Sandifer back to the middle of the field at the 12-yard line. Running across the far side, breaks one tackle down the sideline, across the 50, across the 40, down the sideline, 30. It's the 10, the 5, and down at the 1-yard line. But C.J. Sandifer with a huge return, just exactly what the doctor ordered for the Whippets.
Yeah, absolutely. C.J. Sandifer, that's two good returns by this return team for sure right there. He got it all the way down to the 1 right there, and hopefully can come away with some points right here for sure.
Yeah, Sandifer's going to catch a breather after that long run, probably about 88 yards.
And that may be more like the 2?
Yeah, it looks like around the 1 or 2, about where you would go for the 2-point conversion. So yeah, let's see what the Whippets, will they run out of the I? They will not. They will go empty. Could be a sweeper to Wade all the way to the left. It's a little bit of a high snap, but Wade is going to keep it, and he'll run forward down at the about the 1-yard line, maybe. Still hard to see from our vantage point. So second down, goal to go for the Whippets. Schuler is in the game. Now the Whippets will go out of that I-form set. Schuler, the fullback. It's a give to Schuler. He loses the ball. It's on the turf. Who's got it? Kosciusko's got it.
Yeah.
Caden Wade got back on top of it, I believe.
Man, just got to settle down, get in a rhythm right here. They need some points coming out of here for sure.
So 3rd down and goal. Ball gets backed up to about the 4-yard line. So Whippets out of the spread, shotgun. Sandifer back in. There's a keeper by Caden Wade, and this time he'll run in for the touchdown. Whippet touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Atala.
Yeah, good job right there by Wade. Just a good read. He pulled it right there and was able to find just a crease to hit, and he hit it and was able to take it in from 4 yards out.
Oh, Braden Ray out to attempt the PAT. And he splits the uprights. Good. We're tied at 7 with 7:37 to go in the first quarter.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024. Message me on Facebook or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
Boswell Media Sports.
Braden Ray's kick goes right to the middle of the field, and downing it at the 25-yard line are the Conquistadors. Whippets don't want to get it into the hands of Marcus Jameson Jr. He is 2nd in the state in return yardage. So whatever you do, you don't want to kick it to number 0. But the Whippets do what they needed to do and tie it back up thanks to a long kickoff return by C.J. Sandifer.
Yeah, it's just a good way to answer that first score that Olive Branch put on the board, just to be able to even it up right here, new ball game.
Oh, they will say the ball is at the 25-yard line. Motion Jameson Jr. give it to him on the jet sweep. He is hit in the backfield. Good job. The Whippets pushing backwards. A whole lot of Whippets there. Just take your pick. Ricari Covington, Nick Suddeth, Rowdy Roll, just about all of them.
Just a great job right there. And Jameson's got speed. They was able to just close in on him right there.
So a loss of about 1 yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. This time Kylan Reed has an empty backfield. He'll clap for it. Whippets with the 3 down linemen, the 3 linebackers. Still in that 3-3-5 set. Reed going to call out a new play to his line. Takes a snap, looking to throw, lifts it right side, incomplete. Overshot his intended receiver, Bond Slater and Roan there in the coverage. The intended target was Darnell Harris.
Yeah, he just got the snap and just released it quick. He's got a pretty quick release right there. He's not going to hold it long, it doesn't look like.
3rd down. 11 yards to go for the Whippets here in a tie ball game. First quarters for Whippet football brought to you by Central Tire Service. Reed will have a running back to his left. This time that is Perry. Dropping to throw, running to the right, being pursued, will throw on the run, tipped and incomplete. I believe that one was tipped away by Keith Lay. I don't even see an intended receiver that I can name in the area. I think Keith Lay was the only one that could have caught it, and he knocked it into the Olive Branch bench, and it will be 4th down in a punting situation.
Yeah, again, it's just good pressure right there with that Whippet defense doing a great job just putting pressure on them, throwing them out of rhythm.
Tay Roundtree at midfield. The punter is Rashad Clark. He's listed as a linebacker. So Clark standing back around his own 10-yard line. We're tied up at 7 apiece, but it's a low line drive kick. It'll go out of bounds right around midfield. In fact, it won't make it to midfield at the 49-yard line. Seems like they don't want any part of Kosciusko's return game either. They don't want to let Roundtree get a hold of the ball. Whippets will take over on offense. 6:35 to go first quarter. We're in a tie game. And did we have a Heat timeout? Somebody took a timeout. You can't. I would think it would be at the 6-minute mark, but looks like they might have taken it a little bit early, which they do sometimes. So we'll keep it right here.
And this is going to set up the Whippet offense in good field position again right here to try to do something with it.
Yeah, their first offensive drive did not have much luck at all. Second offensive drive, they were able to get in the end zone, but they didn't have that far to go. So, as we mentioned, the Whippets need to put together something good offensively here from around midfield. Ball in their opponent's territory at the 48-yard line on the left hash in the tied ball game. Sandifer running back. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They're going to motion Pierce, line him up right behind Roundtree. A little bit of a high snap. Wade going to go, winds up, throws long. Roundtree is wide open, off his hands, incomplete. Roundtree was just a go route the whole way. He had beaten everyone. And off of his hands, incomplete. The normally sure-handed Roundtree can't bring it in.
Yeah, that's one you don't see that often right there. But it happens.
Yeah, like they like to say, nobody bats 1,000, right?
That's right.
Roundtree seems to be the most upset of anybody. He seems to be taking it pretty hard. Akil Greer, who's a professional wide receiver, and arena football is going to hit to him. Wade with a quick catch and throw. LD McBride breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder, breaks another tackle across the 40. I think he has enough for the Serve Pro first down. He does.
Yeah, big first down right there. And, hey, this is a physical football game right here, too. You know, it's just right there on that, just throwing and catching, and McBride didn't go down on first contact. And it's a physical game for sure.
Yep. Tied up at 7 apiece. Whippets with a new set of downs. Ball will be on the left hash at the Olive Branch, right around the 36-yard line. Schuler into the ball game. First time this series as an H-back, lined up right. Wade keeps it himself, and he'll run around the left side, and he'll just still go out of bounds. I think he might have got a yard, if that. Now he might have lost a yard. See where they're putting him. Looks like they will say he lost a little bit. Maybe probably say no gain, but maybe even lost half a yard. But we'll still call it second down, 10 yards to go for this Whippet offense. The normally smooth Whippet offense having some woes here early. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff, C.J. Sandifer right up the middle. Slips a tackle. He can't slip the last one, and he'll be close to a first down. And close and a cigar. So, yeah, he got it right there. It will be Serve Pro first down. Somebody is banged up
I believe that's going to be Sandifer
on that far sideline. So the Whippet coaching staff and training staff, the Olive Branch training staff, will come out and tend to the injured player. That's right around the 26, 25-yard line. Sandifer's up. He got submarine tackled. It was one of those where he spun away from someone, but like someone grabbed a little bit of something and brought him down. So as I would call it, a submarine upended tackle. He seems to be okay up and coming to the sideline under his own power. Whippets going to go empty here. Nobody in the backfield with Caden Wade. He'll have 2 receivers to his left. Motion. Fake it to Roundtree. Going to throw to Roundtree. Couldn't catch it. Thread him a little bit. They say that is a backwards pass. Yeah, now they're saying incomplete. Yeah, that was a forwards pass all day long. They're just not making the calls very quickly.
Slow on making that call.
Yeah, and Roundtree is shaking up. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He went to run back and jump on the football, and sometimes that football gets you right in the sternum.
Yeah, when there was no whistle too, so all of a sudden you have to honor that and go try to get on it because you don't know what they're going to call right there.
Yeah, very slow on the whistle. Whippets going to have to hurry here. I don't know if they're going to get this one off. They will not. Coach Orr's going to have to take a timeout. So, 5:21 to go. We're tied at 7. Whippets take a timeout. We'll take it with them here in the first quarter.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention.
Pickle's Drugstore.
Boswell Media.
Out of the timeout, Whippets have a 2nd down and 10 from the Olive Branch 26-yard line. We're tied at 7 timeouts for Whippets football, brought to you by Reliant Therapy. Handoff given to Sandifer. He is hit and he'll be dropped in the backfield. Good penetration by this Olive Branch defense. Darion Harris coming up to make the tackle from his defensive back spot, and also Brady Anderson, the big nose guard, lined up right there at the over the football. 3rd down, around 11 yards to go for a first down. Whippets with Schuler as your H-back. Another bad snap. Wade gets it. Going to run to his left, and he'll just throw it away. Coming back diving for it was L.D. McBride. Not able to get to it. So that'll make it 4th down. Obviously, Whippets in 4-down territory here. So 4th down. See what the Whippets draw up. Looks like Roundtree's going to come in. So Schuler will be on the field. Roundtree, Pierce, McBride, and Rankin. That's an important one right there. William Rankin's one that they can sneak out and find open in spots. Whippets going to go fast. Motion Roundtree out of the backfield. Wade gets it. He's going to throw. Aiming for Schuler. Overshoots him. Wanted him right in the front corner of the end zone, but just went a little bit too far. So Whippets turn it over on downs with 4:33 remaining in the ball game. Or I should say in the first quarter. The Olive Branch offense led by Kylan Reed. Steps back on the field, take over at its own 26-yard line. Reed with one running back to his right. That's Perry. He misses the snap. Perry's just going to go back and dive on it. Way back at the 12-yard line. So it looked like the center might have been off on the cadence because Reed was looking to the sideline when that one got snapped. So that makes it 2nd down and very long. They're calling it about 23. At the Conquistadors come out in that two-receiver look to the left. Reed dumps it off. Brandon Perry with a little catch in the backfield, trying to get to the edge, but the Whippets stretch him out. Keith Lay and Adarius Bond-Slater, Ricari Covington there on the stop for the Whippets. He gets a few yards, but it's really not a lot. I'd say maybe 3, so it's still going to be third down and very long. Covington and Lay and Bond-Slater, the tackle. Thinking obvious passing down here if you're Kosciusko. Empty backfield, nobody there. Standing by himself is the quarterback, Kylan Reed. He'll take a snap, back pedals, winds up, sidearms one over the middle. It's caught. It's going to be well shy of the first down at the 31-yard line. Caught on a crossing pattern, Darnell Harris. That'll bring the punt team out for Olive Branch. Whippet defense doing its job as Jalen Hickman will punt it away. Roundtree at the 40-yard line, but last time they did not get it anywhere near Roundtree. And that time they won't get it to him again. It'll hit at the 40 and roll out of bounds into Whippet territory around the 39-yard line. Or they're going to give him right at the 40. 2:59 to go in the first quarter. A flag somewhere. Some sort of block in the back or a hold against Kosciusko. Going to push him backwards. Couldn't see, as we mentioned, we're on the visitor side, and when they do the signal, they do it towards the home side. And block in the back and hold are essentially the same hand motion. We just can't see the front of the official. But it is an 8-yard penalty.
That's what. Yeah.
Unless they go 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which would be at the 30. Oh, snap goes way over the head of Caden Wade. He's going to go back and try to fall on it. I think Schuler's there. Who's got it?
It looked like Schuler jumped on it, but you never know what once they got on the ground like that. Yeah, they're saying it's them.
They're still unpiling. I have not yet to see a signal. I guess it's Kosciusko's ball. Still never saw a signal.
They never gave a signal, so I guess they just assume everybody's going to know.
Yeah, so Whippet offense going to stay on the field. Second down and forever in a tie ball game.
Yeah, got to take care of the football right here, backed up on the 9 like that.
Second down, and Whippet's got to get to I-55. They'll say second down and 30. Ooh. So Wade inside their own 5-yard line. Gets the snap. Rolling to his right. Will throw and just throws it away on the run, running off to his left side. L.D. McBride and William Rankin out there in the vicinity. Makes it third down and long. Third down and 30 for the Whippet offense. Clock stops at 1:52 on the incompletion. Well, you want to get a little something here. You don't want your punter to have to punt from under his own goalpost.
Yeah, you need some breathing room right here for sure.
So 2-by-2 set. Rankin and Schuler, the inside receivers. You got McBride and Pierce as the outside receivers lined up along the numbers. Pressure coming. Wade's going to dump it off. Catch made by Sandifer on a little screen pass. Able to get a little bit, as we said, just, give yourself some breathing room on the screen up to the 12, maybe the 11-yard line. So, as I said, you do help your punter just a little bit. He won't have to stand quite so far back. He'll still be in the right around with his heels on the goal line. And they'll have 2 return men back. It's Hickman and the very dangerous Marcus Jamison Jr., the son of the head coach First-year head coach Marcus Jamison. Ray gets a good snap. It's a high kick. It does go away from its Jamison. It'll hit. Take a Whippet bounce, roll dead at the 45-yard line, still in Whippet territory with 56 seconds remaining in tonight's first quarter. So Olive Branch set up with good field position on Kosciusko's side of the 50. First quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Central Tire Service. Ball on the left hash. Best starting field position for Olive Branch since they had it inside the 10 on that blocked punt. Reed with Javaris Hickman as his running back. Going to motion a receiver. And snap it while he's in motion. Hand it to Hickman. Breaks one tackle, gets outside, and the Whippets will get him down, but it's about 8 yards across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. And Keith Lay on the tackle for the Whippets. The Conquistadors haven't had much success throwing the ball. They've had a little bit more success with those runs. H-back lined up right. Reed turns and gives to Hickman again. This time the Whippets stand him up. He might have got a yard at most. On the tackle for the Whippets at Keith Lay, Travion Nash. Third down and about a yard to go. Probably the final play of the quarter. And it will be the final play of the quarter. After one, we're tied at 7, back at 60 seconds with more Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Boswell Media Sports.
To start the second quarter, it's going to be a Wildcat formation for the Conquistadors. They'll run it forward with Hickman, and he'll have the first down by about a yard, maybe two. Second quarters for Whippets football brought to you by Pickles Drug Store. Tied up at 7 apiece. Here as we swapped ends of the field. So let's see what the Conquistadors can try to pull up. They have a new receiver in the ball game. So Calvin Randall has come in as one of those big tight ends. Kylan Reed will hand off to Hickman. He is hit. Rowdy rolled. And I believe Travion Nash on the tackle. Only gets a net of about 2 yards. Good job by Roan and Travion Nash. Nash is one that Coach Orr talked about in the coaches show yesterday. Pistol set this time from Olive Branch. I'll turn and give it to Hickman, and the Whippets are there, driving him backwards. Finally getting him down. And it depends on where they give him forward progress, but that was Travion Nash once again.
Yeah, good job by Nash getting that penetration and stopping, and it was a great job by the other Whippets just to join in. Again, that's just some gang tackling right there, team tackling.
I don't know. I have on a headset, obviously, so I don't know when the whistle is blowing, if it's blowing at all. This crew hasn't been very Johnny on the spot with things like that, but it's only a loss of about 5. So third down, about 13 for this Olive Branch offense. Reed pedals back, throws, is incomplete. Aiming for Jamison Jr. in a little crossing pattern. And JT Herron there in the coverage. Makes it fourth down. Somehow they lost a yard on an incomplete pass. They backed up a little bit farther. So now they say it's fourth down around 14. I don't know how that happened, but probably 4-down territory here for Olive Branch. It looks like they are going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to have to hurry if they want to get the playoff. 7-6 as they have split backs. They'll motion one of them. Fake it to him. Going to throw back on a little screen pass. Whippets are there. Great play by Rashad Harrington. Tackle for loss, and the Whippets turn him over on downs.
That's the way you play football right there. Just a great job right there. Covington just being able to pick up on that screen, and, man, he flew to the football, man.
Yeah, sniffed out the screen and knew what was there. It's a play call you think on a long down and distance like that. You try to catch the team being aggressive, and, a screen is a pretty traditional call in that situation, but great job by the Whippet defense to know what's going on. They get the turnover on downs. First down and 10 for Caden Wade in the offense. A handoff to Sandifer. Right up the middle, following the hash marks, gets it up across the 45 to the 47-yard line. The gain of about 7 yards. Second down, about 3 for Kosciusko here in this tie ball game. The Whippets offense hasn't been clicking like it normally does, but you see the Olive Branch. They got a stack in the line right there. As there's a give to Sandifer. He is hit, and he'll be taken off his feet. The ball does come out eventually, but the play had already been blown dead. Well, just some size up front there. Yeah. And that time, Jeremy, they had about 4 guys over the center of the ball, and they knew they were ready for Sandifer coming right there. Loss of about 2, so third down, around 5 yards to go for this Whippet offense right around midfield. The ball is touching the O in the Olive Branch logo. Wade will look to get a new play from his offensive coordinator, Wiley Rhodes. No, they'll say offsides on the defense. Once again, didn't hear a whistle. Hard to hear from where we are, but that offsides call will make it a lot easier for the Whippet offense. It's third down.
They're going to call us
first down. They go ahead and give them the first down. So after the offsides call, first down, Serve Pro first down for the Whippets. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the 50-yard line. Wade bobbles the snap, gets it back. Running is just going to go down. Wade just goes down. That's about all he can do. Back around the, I keep going backwards, at the 37, 38-yard line. Whippets having some issues with the snap this evening. That's why the offense hasn't been able to click and get in a rhythm like it normally does. Whippets are all about getting in a rhythm, keeping a pace. Stack a little triangle of receivers just outside the numbers on the left hash. It's a throw out to Pierce. He catches it, goes down the sideline, lowers his shoulder, and he'll get close to the original line of scrimmage. Third down, around 13 yards. So a little bit more manageable now for the Whippets. Jabri Pierce, the Whippets' talented basketball player. So third down, 13 yards to go, ball at the Kosciusko 47-yard line on the left hash. Empty backfield, nobody standing next to Caden Wade. Another high snap, another quick throw out to Roundtree. Catch made, crosses the 40 to 5, gets it across to the 40, dancing around, and he's going to be close to the first down. That spot, he's got it. He never actually went down. He actually just started jumping around and dancing around. So he does indeed have enough for the Surf Pro first down. Great job by Roundtree being able to get just what he needed for the first down. It looked like he was going to give himself up and kind of go back, cross the line and come back, but he got stopped right at the line, and then kind of that last second surge pushed him forward across the line. So fresh set of downs to work with as the Whippets hit Caden Wade. Quick throw is tipped and incomplete. I believe it was Calicut, the big defensive end, tight end we were talking about, making his presence known right there in front of Caden Wade. Whippets seem to be liking those quick passes. Those get the ball out quickly. They like their speed that they have on the outside, because up the middle, a lot of meat along that defensive front. 3 down linemen. Handoff given to Sandifer. He'll run off tackle, get forward, maybe 3 yards. Third down, about 7. Now he does get up to the 35-yard line. Kosciusko and Olive Branch knotted up at 7 apiece here in the second quarter. Fast-moving ball game here from DeSoto County. The Whippets need to get a score as Olive Branch will get the kickoff to open the second half. Wade gets it, throws quick, and there's a whistle and some kind of false start illegal procedure against Kosciusko. I didn't see it.
Yeah, not sure where that came from.
Yeah. I think Coach Orr wants an explanation as well. But third down, 11 now. Ball back at the 40, right in the middle of the field. Hard for the Whippet offense to get its rhythm. Pearson, Roundtree, wide right, Rankin in at the slot, just inside the numbers left. Olive Branch showing pressure. Wade with some time. Now he's going to run off to his left. Fire on the run. Caught at the 21-yard line on the far side of the field. That is Jabry Pierce for the Surf Pro first down.
Yeah, good catch right there. Good concentration, just coming up and seeing that ball in. And it's a good job by Wade. He didn't see anything early. Had a little pressure on him, and he was able to just be able to get out in the open and be able to throw out and find old Pierce.
Didn't quite make the 21. They'll give him the 22-yard line. Still a pickup of about 18 yards and a Surf Pro first down for this Kosciusko offense. Handoff. Sandifer runs right, and there comes a flag in. That might be an old horse collar tackle. He only got about a yard, but he might get a few more. We'll wait and see what the call is. No, they're going to wave it off. Yeah. So no flag. Personally, I didn't think it was a horse collar tackle, but it just, the way he was grabbed, it looked like it could have been. But it couldn't have been a hold. The horse collar is about the only thing it could have been. So no flag. In fact, actually probably no gain. If he got anything, half a yard. 3 receivers line up to the left. Another high snap. Wade's is going to have to run it himself. He'll get through the middle, hit it back to the middle of the field, and go down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Surf Pro first down on a 14-yard pickup for Caden Wade. Wade's athleticism saving the Whippets here. 5 minutes to go. We didn't take a heat timeout, did we? Okay.
So didn't.
I'll make sure we didn't miss it on our side. Make sure we didn't mess up. Whippets look like the I form set. They will. First and goal from the 8. Under center goes Wade. It's a delayed handoff to Sandifer. Runs right, dives forward. Touchdown! C.J. Sandifer out of the I formation. Takes it 8 yards in. And the Whippets take the lead.
Yeah, good job right there, just getting in the eye, and, man, just running the lead right in there behind Schuler. And Sandifer was able to stick that dude in the end zone.
That time, a little bit of a delayed handoff, too, so you have to account, is Caden Wade going to keep it or what's going to go on? But Wade able to get it to Sandifer. That kick is blocked. PAT's blocked. And in high school football, blocked PATs are dead, so PAT no good. Whippets lead at 13-7 with 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Boswell Media Sports.
They took the Heat timeout while we were in our timeout as the Whippets line up to kick it away. Timeouts for Whippet football brought to you by Reliant Physical Therapy. Kosciusko with a 13-7 lead over Olive Branch here in the second quarter. PAT was blocked, so Braden Ray will line up to kick this one away. It will hit and be taken right at the 20-yard line. And the return man getting it is Jalen Hickman. He runs outside the numbers up to the 30, but the Whippets still playing keep away from number 0, Marcus Jamison Jr. As we said, he came into tonight with 238 return yards. Good enough for second in the entire state of Mississippi. So be smart not to kick it to him. This Olive Branch team 1-2 on the season. Losses to Shannon and Horn Lake. They defeated Lewisburg, which is just right down the road, probably 15 minutes away. Pistol set for Kylan Reed and the Olive Branch Conquistadors. There's a handoff, but nothing there. Travion Nash once again. No, that's LaMarcus Riley. Excuse me. Riley with the tackle for loss. Those two are big guys.
Yeah.
You get them confused back there. Whippets, we're talking about the meat across the Olive Branch line. Whippets not skinny at that position. You've got a number of guys that you can bring in. Travion Nash, Braden McNeil, who was our player of the game a few weeks ago. Yeah, Nick Suddeth, who's not too big, but he is quick. He is an edge rusher. 3 receivers line up to the left. Second down, around 11 yards now for this Olive Branch offense. They're going to roll to the left. Quick throw out. Catches, incomplete. There's a flag up right around midfield. There's a little crossing pattern. That's got to be in the area of a hold or an illegal man downfield. It is an illegal man, ineligible player downfield. Whippets will accept that penalty. Push him back. Yeah, that one's a little crossing pattern right in the middle. It looked like the receiver had it in his hands, but I believe it was either Keith Lay or Ricari Covington coming up with the separation. Maybe the Whippets declined that. They will. Okay. Yeah. They want the down. They don't care about the yardage. They want the down. They want it to be 3rd down and 11. Kosciusko with a 13-7 lead over the Conquistadors of Olive Branch. If you'll stick around for the second half, we'll give you the history. Why are they called the Conquistadors? 2-by-2 set. Reed drops to throw, airs one out over the middle, almost picked off. Boy, Keith Lay climbed the ladder and had it in his hands and couldn't come down with it. The intended receiver was Darnell Harris. Boy, why didn't Keith Lay play basketball? He's got to have a bigger vertical than anybody on the team.
He went up there, didn't he? He got up.
He can get up. Well, yeah, Keith Lay thought he was going to bring that one down. With the Whippet defense, another good job as Jalen Hickman will step back to punt this one away to Jontavius Roundtree. Clock stops with 3:39 to go in the quarter. Whippets would love another score right before the half. Hickman with a low line drive. It'll give Roundtree a chance to return. He's trying to get to the far side, get the edge. He crosses the 50 and goes out of bounds after he crosses the 50 to the 46-yard line. Boy, Jeremy, another thing to look at here. Normally, Roundtree is able to get around and get some yardage right there, but that shows you the speed.
Yeah, they've got good speed.
That Olive Branch has. You know, this is a team that we talked about has some history. They won the state championship in 2011, but prior to this year, I don't think they'd been maybe 2020, 2019 sometime where they been to the playoffs. They play in a tough division, but they're trying to get back to that, that caliber team, and they do have some athletes. Quick throw to Sandiford here to the near side. Cuts it up at the 40 outside the numbers. Hit hard and goes out of bounds. About the 37-yard line. Not going to be enough for a first down, but it is good enough for about 9 yards. Yeah, Jeremy, you and I were talking on this Olive Branch program was the second best in the state for forever, but they kept running into the South Panola in North State championship games like 6 years in a row. Could never break through and get past the South Panola. Handoff to Sandifer. Runs up the hash marks. Has enough for the first down, and he keeps going. Keeps the legs churning. The scrum is moving forward. Sandifer not going down. Oh, you get right there behind big Riley Petit and big Jeremiah Winter. And even as big as CJ is, you get behind Jeremiah, he can block a lot of people. Jeremiah's big at that right tackle spot. Winter picked up 3 offers in one day this week. Hines Community College, East Mississippi, and Colin all offered the big Whippets right tackle. Serve Pro first down as Wade goes long, aiming for the end zone, over the shoulder.
He got
caught. Touchdown, Jabry Pierce. On a throw from Caden Wade, 31 yards. A neat job by Jabry Pierce. Whippet's going to go for 2. Try to get a point back. Well, we have some kind of issue here. Unsportsmanlike conduct, but the try is. He didn't point to anybody.
He didn't.
The touchdown's good.
That's confusing right there. I don't know.
The touchdown's going to count. Braden Ray's going to come out to attempt the PAT. And Jabry Pierce picks it up. He's going to throw it last second. It's caught. 2-point conversion is converted. Jabry Pierce catches a touchdown, then throws a touchdown to Jack Vance. Or 2-point conversion to Jack Vance. So the Whippets get it back. And they're back 21-7. Have yourself a game there, Jabry Pierce.
Yeah, that don't happen very much, man. You catch the ball and turn around and throw one in, and Vance just went up and grabbed it.
Yeah, the unsportsmanlike conduct I think is against Kosciusko, but I really don't know. But
they never see it. They never point it out.
Okay, they are moving it. They are moving it against Whippets. Jabry Pierce, he might have done some kind of celebration or something in the end zone. He's on that far side, so we couldn't see. But, you can't do anything of that sort, spinning the ball or anything like that. So that must have been what it was. Yeah. But it was against the Whippets. But, yeah, he pointed that there's unsportsmanlike conduct and that the touchdown was good. And then that was all we got. We didn't get anything else. So, but we do know now that it was on the Whippets, so they'll be backed up to kick this one away. Braden Ray will kick it from the Whippets' own 25-yard line. Well, this could set Olive Branch up with some good field position. See who Ray aims it to. He wants to go to Hickman. Hickman gets it at the 30-yard line, up the hash marks, and Whippets take him off his feet after he crosses midfield. On the tackle was Bond-Slater, I think. The zeros and the nines all run together. No, it's JT Herron. He's banged up a little bit. Doesn't seem to be feeling too good on that ankle. He's going to walk it off. Herron's a tough one. The ball is in Whippet territory at the 45-yard line. Kosciusko leads it by 14. Now there is an official's timeout. They might make Herron come to the sideline. Yeah, I think Herron doesn't want to, but I think the officials saw that, and if he appears to be injured, the officials will step in and make him go to the sideline. So that does seem to be, it looks like Mylan Johnson will come in and be that extra defensive back. So, but Herron seems to be fine. He just seems to maybe tweaked his, took maybe a low shot in the lower leg, but he's walking maybe with a little bit of a limp. But the Whippets have Mylan Johnson in. Empty backfield for Kylan Reed in the Olive Branch offense. Quick throw, catching it, running to the middle of the field up to the 30-yard line. On the reception was Ja'Cory Nolan, the leading receiver for this Olive Branch squad coming into the ball game. Reed's been having to get the ball out super quickly. That's all that they can do. The Whippets pass rush has been really in Reed's face anytime he tries to throw the ball. Reed once again throws incomplete. Whippet fans want to hold. I think they have a bit of a gripe there, as Nick Suddeth had almost an open shot to the quarterback, and one of the Olive Branch players had a handful of white jersey. So Whippet fans, I think, with a little bit of a argument there. Stepping into the backfield is going to be Antonio Davis as a running back. I'm looking to throw it to him. He is hit and dropped. A delayed blitz. Ricari Covington puts Reed in the turf.
Yeah, that's the way you come back there. That's it right there.
He'll feel that one tomorrow. Hello. Get to know Ricari Covington. I don't think you want to get to know Ricari Covington.
But you're going to remember that one. And you're going to remember that the rest of the night, too. So that's going to have your head on a swivel for sure.
Olive Branch wants to take a timeout to think about it. With 90 seconds to go in the first half, Olive Branch with a third down and long at the Whippets, about the 36-yard line. So, yeah, Ricari Covington just on a delayed blitz there. Reed's luckily that he held on to the ball, because that was where I don't think he saw him.
No, he didn't.
Reed was looking to the left the whole way, and Covington just on a delay comes in and clean hit. Nope, nothing. They protect quarterbacks now. You can't do too much, but it was a clean hit from Ricari Covington.
Yeah, that's a rough feeling, man, when you don't see him coming, and then all of a sudden you got him right there in your face. And you're on the ground before you know it, man.
Blindsided by a train. Covington, the leading tackler for this Whippet squad. He's not overtly big, but he's got a motor.
Yeah, that's one thing about it.
And when you can move that fast, it feels big. Pistol set out of the timeout for the Conquistadors. Reed will drop to his left, airing it out, left side, picked off. Picked off on the far sideline. JT Herron's not hurt at all.
Man, that is a big-time play where he caught that football.
JT Heron picks it off at the 10. It's a big play there. Yeah, Heron, he said, I'm not hurt. We're good. Whippets get the interception. And essentially that works like a punt. It was, they probably would not have punted with it being fourth down right here and them needing to score, but that is essentially what it does. It works like a punt. But the Whippets should have 2 timeouts left, 1:22. And we know how fast and how explosive the Whippet offense can be.
Just need to protect the football right here for sure.
Wade, quick throw to Sandifer around the left side. He'll run forward, cross the 10. Get not quite up to the 15. They're down at the 14-yard line, but the Whippets are going to go quickly here. They're going to take this time to maybe run some 2-minute drill. There's 2-by-2 set. Wade claps for it. Quick throw out to the left side as McBride makes the catch, lunges forward. Not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down and about 2 yards to go for the Whippets. So 3rd down in just a little bit. Whippets once again going to try to go quickly. It is a give to Sandifer. He will have the first down, rumbling forward across the 30. That'll stop the clock momentarily, but I think Coach Orr went ahead and took the timeout. Yeah, Coach Orr takes the timeout. Timeouts for Whippets football are brought to you by Reliant Physical Therapy. I'll tell you, Reed's going to need some physical therapy after that. After that hit that Covington put on him. Kosciusko's timeout. Stick around for the Citizens National Bank halftime report. We'll look at some scores from around the state. No Big Red performance tonight as it's Simply Red. The Big Red Pep Band made the trip up here to Olive Branch. So Simply Red is here, but it is homecoming for Olive Branch. So there's some maids somewhere around here I saw getting ready to take the field off to our right. Yeah. Oh, a little early. I was going to say a little early for homecoming, but I mean, 4th game of the year, so not unheard of for it to be homecoming. You never know what their schedule looks like after this. They might have a long road trip, but the Whippets, this is just the Kosciusko's 2nd road game since the first game of the season. It's Neshoba Central. First down for the Whippets. Caden Wade going to run to his right. He'll throw on the run. Tipped and incomplete. Trying to go out to the right side. Jumping up in the passing lane was big Ryan Johnson, 6'2" linebacker. As the Whippets had someone open, but there is a flag. I would guess that is an illegal man downfield, I would think. I'm going to say hold. No. So they'll put him back 10 yards. This will be 1st and 20 for Kosciusko. Just 26 seconds remaining now. You might not see too much out of Kosciusko. If they're able to connect on one long pass play or something, Whippets might call a quick timeout. As they would love to. Coach Orr talked about the middle 8, the final 4 of the first half, the first 4 of the second half. A little bit of a high snap. Wade's going to keep it himself, run, and be dropped in the backfield. Getting him down for a loss was Terrence Hall Jr. And Olive Branch takes a timeout. That should be their last one.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So the Whippets, if they wanted to just go backwards and sit on this one, they could. They wouldn't have to snap it. But 2nd down and even farther back. Whippets are trying to run a little bit of an option there, but just a good play, good defensive play by Terrence, as we said, Terrence Hall Jr. As he played the option about as good as you could play it. Plus, I mean, he's a wide guy right there, so he could just stand in between you and probably pull both of you down with one arm apiece.
Yeah, because I watched, even on some of these passes, them being able to knock it down. Well, their wingspan's pretty good across there.
Yeah. We mentioned the big Tommy Calcutt, the defensive end. They have him as defensive end / tight end, but he's played mostly defensive end this evening. I don't think he's been in on offense, but he's made an impact on this Whippet offense. But Kosciusko will come out second down and long, about 25 yards. As Wade is going to take it up and run it himself, and now he'll slide down. And Olive Branch will take their 4th timeout.
It'll be 3rd and long.
How many timeouts did they get? I swear that's 4. I swear. How many timeouts did they get? Unless they didn't get charged one on some sort of a heat timeout scenario.
That'd be the only thing that might would have happened.
I think Coach Orr is asking the same thing we are.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think Coach Orr's trying to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count on your fingers there. But Whippets are just going to take a knee. They're in that victory formation, so they're going to take a knee and get this one into the half. So Wade will take a snap, take a knee, and that will do it. Whippets will take a 21-7 lead into the half. We're going to take a break. Come back, we'll have our Citizens National Bank halftime report.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not ours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees, and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin, all included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Citizens National Bank halftime report. At the intermission, Kosciusko with the 14-point lead over the Conquistadors of Olive Branch. It is 21-7. We will take a look at the Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts scoreboard. Last update we have for you from McAdams for homecoming. The Bulldogs leading St. Andrews 24-14. So that's a score we will continue to follow for you. Choctaw County is up on Kemper County. That's a big one. Whippets will see Choctaw County next week in Kosciusko. 22-6. Choctaw County leads that one right before halftime. Madison Central is ahead of Northwest Rankin 24-10. That game is at the half. Another one here in Desoto County tonight. Horn Lake and Lake Cormorant. Horn Lake leads that one 7-6. New Albany is up on Caledonia big 52-21. Down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, past Christian leads St. Stanislaus. That one is 28-0. West Jones at halftime leads North Pike 21-6. It's all Leake Academy there in Winston County tonight as Leake Academy takes on Winston Academy. Leake Academy leads at 41-6. That game over on our sister station, cruising 98.3 with Philip Palmetry and the Hall of Famer, former Mississippi State head football coach Rocky Felker on the broadcast there as color commentator tonight there with Philip Palmetry. Grenada in a tight one with Cleveland Central, 7-6 at halftime. Grenada's the defending 6A champ, and Cleveland Central is one of those teams expected to make a run there in 5A if anyone can challenge West Point in 5A. And we also have a tie ball game between Picayune and Ocean Springs, tied at 28. So 28-28, Picayune and Ocean Springs. That's a big one. That one down there on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Corinth leads Pontotoc 7-3. Summerall up on West Marion 28-0. Got a baseball score down between Petal and Gulfport 7-3 between the Panthers and the Admirals. And that is most of the ones that we have for you. We don't have an Ethel score yet. They're playing Clinton Christian for homecoming. If we get that one, we'll pass it along to you. But here at the half, it's 21-7. Kosciusko with the lead over Olive Branch. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have a first half recap and look at the second half. This is the Citizens National Bank halftime report.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at the Citizens National Bank halftime report. Homecoming festivities taking place here at Olive Branch. The Whippets in the lead, 21-7. One final score update to give you. We did find a score for the Ethel Tigers. Ethel trails Clinton Christian 7-6. That game is at halftime there in Ethel. So that is a homecoming game for the Ethel Tigers. We'll continue to follow those ball games as we can. And we just got another update coming in from McAdams. 24-21. McAdams leads at halftime. So we'll keep those score updates coming for you here in the second half. But the score that matters, 21-7, and Jeremy, the Whippets, it hadn't been pretty. It hadn't been pretty at all for the Whippets, but they're in the lead.
Yeah, that's a good thing in the lead, but man, it has not been a clean game by any means. And the way this thing got started off is the Whippets took the opening kickoff, and the Olive Branch team just held them, and then blocked a punt right out of the gate, and so it didn't start off good. That was when Olive Branch, they got their only score off of that, and they took it in from 3 yards out at the 9:21 mark of the first quarter. And then on the kickoff, and C.J. Sandifer had a huge return, set up the Whippet offense in very good field position, actually put it down at 1st and goal. And then 3 plays later, Caden Wade was able to stick it in from 4 yards out, and then the PAT was good to make it 7-7 at the 7:37 mark in the first quarter, and that's all the scoring that took place in the first quarter. It was a back and forth kind of a game, and then Olive Branch took it into the second quarter, and then once they took it into the second quarter, the Whippet defense was able to hold them on fourth down. They stopped them, and so it was a turnover on downs. The Whippet offense got the football and was able to take it down, and they were able to I think it was 13 plays. Was able to take 5 minutes off the clock, and they capped that one off with an 8-yard touchdown by C.J. Sandifer. At that point, the PAT was no good, and so it was 13-7. Whippets on top, and then it was just kind of a back and forth a couple of times, and then Olive Branch, man, that was a big-time play by J.T. Herring. Actually had a good defensive play, intercepted the ball, and then Jabri Pierce was able to get the fourth score of the night. Kosciusko was able to stick that one in. I was trying to see at what point. It was at the 3:30, about 2 minutes left in the game, in the first half, actually. And, man, just an awesome throw and catch from Wade to Jabri Pierce. It was a 31-yard throw and catch. And then Jabri Pierce turned around, set up to kick the PAT. It was a fake. Pierce holds the PATs, and he got up from that position, rolled out to the right, and just dumped it off in there and to Jack Vance. Sophomore Jack Vance just went up and grabbed it for the two-point conversion. At that point, it was a 21-7 game, and that's where we stand right now.
Yeah, and the Whippets have had some issues with the center quarterback exchange. Chavez Ellis hurt last week, went down in the second half, so the Whippets have been rolling through different guys there, trying to find out who can kind of fill that spot, but they've had a lot of problems trying to get the center quarterback, get the ball back to the quarterback, Caden Wade. Caden Wade's done what he can. He's a very athletic quarterback, and he's been able to save the Whippets a few times, but that's something the Whippets need to shore up here in the second half. And Jeremy, obviously the Whippet offense doing what it can, but the Whippet defense has been the story of the night. There's 7 points on the board, but that's more on the special teams than it is on the defense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at that point in the game where Olive Branch got the ball, I mean, that was
the 12-yard line, right?
11-12. Right out of the gate, pretty much. But, man, this Whippet defense has been impressive tonight, man, just swarming to the football like they have been, man, just quick. Man, just laying some licks out there, man, and that's for sure what's keeping this Whippet team in this game, for sure. And, man, it's just been big. And you mentioned, offensively, finding that rhythm, because I think sometimes we take that for granted, even where it starts with the center, just that timing. When that timing is off, when the quarterback has to do anything out of the ordinary, it just throws all the timing off. And so offensively, man, it's like a machine, and everybody's got to do their job. And so you can sure see that, but there were some spurts along the way that it looked like they were kind of getting into a groove. And so maybe coming out this second half and finding that groove and being able to just finish this game off strong.
Yeah, Whippet defense needs another stop to start the second half, because it will be Olive Branch to receive the opening kickoff of the second half. So the Whippet defense has been very impressive. You've had an interception by J.T. Herring. You had a couple of sacks. Ricari Covington, Rowdy Road with sacks. Also, Travion Nash has a sack. And for the Conquistadors, really don't have a lot of time back there to throw the ball. I mean, what they've done on very quick passes, because as far as dropping back to throw, the Whippet defense has been. Kylan Reed is going to see white jerseys in his nightmares. You're going to have flashes of them, because they've been all in his face. Number 9, he's going to see him coming right at him in that big sack that the Whippets got there close to the end of the half. So the Whippet defense, as much as the Whippet offense has been the story of the first few ball games, averaging 49 or 46 points a game, you got to think the Whippet defense, the starting defense had only given up really 7 points. That was to League Central in the Neshoba score, but that was late in the ball game. Some of the younger guys were in. League Central did get a score, and still, I'm not sure you put this score on the defense as they were put back right around their own 10-yard line. But since then, the Whippet defense has been stout, and they will need to continue to do that as the offense, if they're not able to figure out their issues. Talk about special teams as well. C.J. Sandifer with a big return back down to the 2-yard line. That set up a score. So Sandifer in special teams and getting the 2-point conversion. That's another thing that the Whippets have been able to do. And you haven't seen them run the old swinging gate this week. They have been lining up as just getting ready to kick it off. Coach and I talked about that in the pregame, kind of what the idea was behind that, and he talked about it and how it was just a way to steal some points. Haven't done that just yet. So the Whippets are getting ready to come back out onto the field as we got about a minute and a half remaining here at the intermission. Whippets lead at 21-7. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll be set for second half action from Boswell Media Sports.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back to Desoto County, Mississippi, just south of Memphis, here in Olive Branch. My first time in Olive Branch, Mississippi. It's a nice little town. A lot bigger than I thought. I tell people that I'd never been here before, and it's kind of like Kosciusko. You got to be going through. You got to have a purpose. to go to Olive Branch. Kind of like you got to have purpose to go through Kosciusko. You're not on, not many 4 lanes, you know what I mean? So Olive Branch is one of those places, but it's nice. And DeSoto County is kind of all just one big metropolitan area now. It's just a Memphis South. It's all one big area, Jeremy, except for that one spot we came through where it was big houses and then like 2-mile stretch of kudzu.
That's right. Oh, yeah. And before long, that's going to be houses.
Yeah, that's going to be Chick-fil-A and Applebee's and everything else right there. But, yeah, it's a nice area up here in DeSoto County. And we're still working on that trivia question. Be thinking about it. I haven't given it yet, but we kind of gave a little bit of a hint towards what it might be if you were listening in the pregame. And I haven't forgotten about explaining the Conquistador mascot and why a team from North Mississippi with conceivably nothing Spanish-related would be the Conquistadors. Well, we do have that for you. I know more about that than why Kosciusko or the Whippets, I can tell you that. But Braden Ray lining up to kick it away left to right. This little low knuckleballer right down the middle of the field, taken by Hickman. And Hickman will plow his way forward right up the middle. Gets to the 39-yard line. Mylan Johnson with the tackle for Kosciusko. Is there a flag? 39. No. The Whippet defense ran out there and looked like they were about to come back off the field, like there was
felt a little weird.
Yeah, like there was going to be a re-kick or something, but looks like everything's okay. I didn't see a flag on the field, so looks like we're good. Kylan Reed and the Olive Branch offense. No backs in the backfield. 3 receivers to his right. 2 lined up to the left. Running back Perry is lined up to left. There's a quick throw off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Marcus Jamison Jr. at the 41-yard line. Once again, Jeremy, just not a lot of time for Reed. I mean, he is just throwing for his life back there.
Yeah, it's just catch and throw for him right now. And really the only thing that they really found anything, they tried to get squat some folks back behind the linebackers their first half.
And hadn't gone back to it.
That's right.
Really. Oh, this time Perry is standing to the right of his quarterback. Reed is going to dump it off to Perry. Little swing pass, but Rowdy Roan is there to take him down for a loss. Rowdy Roan and Ricari Covington, they see the ball so well, combining on the tackle for loss.
Yeah, and the way, like he just kind of lofted it up to him right there. Man, that's not one of those balls when you got folks right there in your grill before you can turn around. Yeah, man, I know he's thinking about that before he ever catches the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hang your receiver out to dry.
Yeah.
They'll jump into the pistol. As Reed backpedals, he'll throw one over the middle. That one's caught by Jamison right at the 50. And he'll have just enough for the first down. Into the 49-yard line of Whippet territory. But yeah, even you can look at Reed. He's got a very slow release, and the ball is really just hanging up in the air, asking for it to be intercepted. If you're Reed, Hickman is going to be the running back from the pistol. A low snap, it'll be Hickman. Runs right, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. And Keith Lake pushes him out of bounds, but he gets about 8 yards. Yeah, 8 yards. They'll say it looks like Harrington's coming into the ball game, and Rowdy Roan's going to come off. We told you they kind of view both of those guys as 1A and 1B. And you're not losing a lot when either one of them's on the field. Harrington's got a great play tonight on a tackle for loss. Obviously, we know what Rowdy Roan has done. Tight formation with the H-back lined up right. 2 receivers stacked in an I formation off to the right. Handoff goes to Hickman. Tyree Riley is there. And then Ricari Covington gets to him to finish off the play. It's only about a yard gain. T. Riley hit him, and he was able to roll off of it. This looks like it could be the old Wildcat set here. Javaris Hickman has been running from the Wildcat set. Whippets get an extra big man in there. Braden McNeil comes in at that defensive line spot. But, yeah, it will be Hickman as Kylan Reed's not anywhere in the ball game. And now they're going to have to hurry with 7 on the play clock. Hickman calls for the snap. He goes forward. I think he might have just enough. There's no signal.
Yeah, if he gets it, he's just got just enough.
LaMarcus Riley, Keith Lay coming out from under the pile. They might not have to measure. If he got it, as Jeremy said, he didn't get it by much. And I think they will bring it out for measurement.
Officials timeout on the field.
Oh, no, there's someone's down. They gave him the first down, but there's an injured player. Yeah. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. Or the down marker's already flipped over to first down. Yeah, the down marker's already flipped over. And they're tending to an injured Olive Branch player along the 40-yard line, the right side. The Whippets take this opportunity to rest and get some water. 21-7, Whippets lead it, but Olive Branch here on the opening drive of the second half has put together back-to-back first downs. Third quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Chris Coleman, Alpha Insurance. Yeah. Can't quite see who that is for Olive Branch. Don't want to speculate or anything. But we will take this time to talk about our trivia question. We mentioned in the pregame that this is the first meeting all time between Olive Branch and Kosciusko, as the big offensive lineman Caleb Burris, one of the key players we talked about, gets up and limps off the field. First meeting all time between Kosciusko and Olive Branch, but we said all time Kosciusko was 4-1 against teams from DeSoto County. Our trivia question is, who are the teams from DeSoto County that Kosciusko has played in football? You don't have to know their records, but who are the teams? Could be 1, could be 2, could be 3, could be 4, could be however many. There's like 85 teams in DeSoto County now. At one point they had their own division. Division 1-7A or 1-6A was DeSoto County. So give that a think, and we'll get back to the action. And it's either delay a game. Ooh, that's tough for Olive Branch when you're coming out of a timeout, so to speak, with the injury. So it'll be first down and 15. Or did they take a timeout?
Maybe he gave him the timeout. That's what it looks like. He just pointed like it was a timeout. Kosciusko.
Yeah, Coach Orr is saying.
Take one.
Yeah, no, that's timeout Olive Branch. That is not timeout Kosciusko. And Coach Orr just went over there and talked to the sideline official saying, yeah, that's not us. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep it this time. Olive Branch has already taken one timeout. Okay. Timeouts. 1. We got it right there. Because I swear they took 4 in the first half. Now, like I said, they could have been we could have thought it was a timeout, and it was a heat timeout, so they gave Olive Branch timeout back or something. But I swear they stopped the clock 4 times. Got first down and 10 as the Conquistadors come back to the line. They motion a receiver. A little bit of a low snap to give us to Hickman. Whippets stand him up at the line of scrimmage, pushing backwards, never actually get him to the ground. LaMarcus Riley, Travion Nash, Nick Suddeth, all of them there. They somehow give him a yard. I don't think he got much at all, but second down 9. Kosciusko with a 14-point lead here in the third quarter. Olive Branch taking a long drive here. 8.5 minutes to play. About to run 4 minutes off the clock by the time the end of this play. Out of the pistol with an H-back to the left. Hickman, the running back for Reed. Backpedaling. Running to his left. He's going to pump fake. He'll be hit and dropped. T. Riley with the sack. Well, they'll say no game. They're very generous with these spots. So got back to the line of scrimmage, they say. Yeah. And Caden Wade is someone that you're kind of comfortable with throwing on the run. I don't think Reed is very comfortable throwing on the run. He didn't look like he ever felt like he wanted to get rid of that ball. Once again from the pistol. Reed claps for it. Low snap. Whippets bringing pressure. Through. Caught. Breaking a tackle at the 30. Down the sideline, and it'll run out of bounds is Ja'Cory Nolan, the leading receiver. Somebody lost the helmet way back around the 40-yard line. Yeah, one of those big offensive linemen, I think it's Garrett Banks, lost his helmet. They get the ball up to the 15. Big play for this Olive Branch offense. There's a hard count with that standard 2x2 set. Ball will be placed on the right hash as Kylan Reed calls a play out.
That's going to be delay of game.
That is delay of game. Okay, so didn't take a timeout there. We're serious about this now, following these timeouts in the second half. So that will be indeed delay a game. So back the ball out to the 20. First down and 15 from just outside the 20-yard line. Olive Branch having some issues getting plays in. They've had some success running it out of the pistol. And they'll be back in that pistol set. Hand off to Hickman, running right. And then he cuts it back left. Nick Suddeth, Ricari Covington, T. Riley get him for a stop. If he got anything, he got a yard, but I think it's no gain.
No gain.
Second down, 15. Simply Red band playing off to our right. The Kosciusko drum line entertaining the crowd. Pretty good crowd. As we mentioned, for the long drive, you have to come up here to DeSoto County. Reed takes the snap, runs to his left, be it pursued. He'll stop and throw incomplete. It might have been tipped by J.T. Herron. Rashad Harrington Zay Riley in the coverage. Ja'Cory Nolan was the intended receiver right around the 5-yard line. Well, yeah, LaMarcus Riley right on him.
Yeah.
And that's not somebody you want chasing you.
And he rolling to his left right there. That's a tough throw, too, for him to even try to make.
Yeah, LaMarcus Riley, not somebody I want chasing me. So empty backfield this time. Reed looks to his left, throws incomplete. Short-armed it. And that time he wanted to find his running back, Brandon Perry. Martavian Miller was there in the coverage, and that one was just way underthrown.
Yeah, and he had some pressure right here backside coming after him, too. So you know he's sensing that, too.
In fact, I think underthrowing that helped out, because if it's a little bit higher, Miller probably takes that one to the house, because there would have been nobody in front of him. Martavian Miller, a captain for the Whippets tonight. It'll be 4th down and 15 from the 20-yard line. Reed taking the snap, surveying the field. He steps up. He'll be sacked. T. Riley with the sack, and the Whippets turn him over on downs. Well, Whippets brought the house that time, and it paid off.
Yeah, once again, this Whippet defense stepped up right here. Big stand.
Well, now the Whippet offense get its first action here in the second half as Olive Branch took 5 minutes and 13 seconds off of the second half clock before the Whippets can even touch the ball. Motion Schuler, line him up left. Caden Wade hands off C.J. Sandifer. Runs forward. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's our big man, Tommy Calicut, and Nehemiah Shields, another one that we talked about, who is sort of had some preseason hype about him. Schuler will come out. Roundtree will go in. They actually say he got a few yards. I think about 2 yards.
Yeah.
Up to the 30-yard line. 3 receivers right, single coverage left. I believe that's Rankin out there left. Looks like the Conquistadors are coming up in tight in coverage. Sandifer running it around the outside. Submarine tackle across the 40. Up to the 41-yard line. It'll be enough for a Serve Pro first down. And that is a whistle and a heat timeout with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kosciusko leads it 21-7.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not hours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees. And hello to unlimited access to
Boswell Media Sport.
Timeouts for Whippets football brought to you by Reliant Physical Therapy. It's a give to Sandifer. We'll push forward. Step across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Ball still in Whippet territory. Sandifer comes up, feeling it a little bit. I think he's going to come out of the ball game. Yeah, he seems to be shaking up a little bit, favoring his lower leg. But Sandifer, he is all gas, no brakes all the time. He is a guy that plays hard every play, and this is the type of game that suits him. Real physical, slobber knocker, slugfest game as the Whippets break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Roundtree will be in as the receiver, as a running back with 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be an option. Caden Wade keeps it, tries to cut back, and he'll go down. Nehemiah Shields, who we talked about, he is there for the sack. Back
was nothing he could do right there.
Yeah, there was about 3 yellow jerseys in the backfield. Third down and long. The Whippets have to get across the 50. The ball is around the 37? Yeah, right at the 37-yard line. So third down and 13. I mean, they literally have to get the ball across the 50 into Olive Branch territory for a first down. Whippets going to have to hurry. 2 on the play clock. Motion out. Roundtree. Wade throws, looking for someone that is intercepted. No, incomplete.
He said it hit the ground.
They say incomplete. Yeah, the only receiver in the area was Schuler, and Wade just threw it a little bit too high. Now the punt team steps back out. Whippet punt team has gotten more action tonight than they had in the first 3 games combined. First 3 games only punted once. Braden Ray, kick it away. You have the dangerous Marcus Jamison Jr. back there. Punt is partially blocked. It'll hit and go down at the 40-yard line. There is a flag on the play. That could be offsides against Olive Branch. Wait and see what the call is. No, they're calling illegal shift against Kosciusko.
There is a flag on the play.
Which, that's what they called, illegal shift, and they'll decline it because they don't want. The PA said false start, but from here it looked like he gave the illegal shift motion. But partially blocked punt will give the Conquistadors great field position at the 40-yard line. Actually, the 39-yard line. So just a bit over there. As I partially blocked and the Whippets, it was down right at the 40. Out of the pistol. Hickman with the fake. Reed rolls to his right. He'll throw off his hands, incomplete from the receiver. Wanted Jamison Jr. Ricari Covington was in hot pursuit of Kylan Reed, and I think Reed didn't want another date with number 9. He got rid of it maybe a little bit too fast.
Yeah, he's going to have dreams of number 9.
Chris Colvin Alpha Insurance brings you third quarters for Whippets football. Kosciusko with the 21-7 lead. This time no backs in the backfield for Kylan Reed. He'll put 3 receivers off to his right. Gonna flip it off. Caught by Jamison, but tackled right away by Martavian Miller. Pickup of about 4 yards, be 3rd down and 6. Well, actually, they keep walking. They say maybe 5 yards. Maybe even 6 yards.
And they keep moving, though.
Yeah. They were at the 39, and now they are at, about the 34. So, yeah, I'd say it's probably 5 yards. We'll call it 3rd down, 5 for Olive Branch. Reed changing a play. Conquistadors have an H-back in the ball game off to the right. Reed airing up, going long, caught by Jamison, and he'll be in. Touchdown. Jamison Jr. gets behind the defense, and Olive Branch cuts into the lead. I think the Whippets got caught looking in the backfield a little bit, and Jamison Jr. able to sneak it away. PATs. Jake Anderson handles those kicking duties. High snap. And Anderson had to take a little bit of a stutter step, but he gets it in. Good. 21-14. Kosciusko leads Olive Branch with 3:49 to go in the third quarter.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Olive Branch cuts it to a touchdown lead for Kosciusko, or touchdown and extra point. Whippets with a 21-14 advantage after the long touchdown pass from Kylan Reed to Marcus Jamison Jr. Lining up to kick it away will be Javaris Hickman. Whippets have C.J. Sandifer and Tay Roundtree as the two deepest guys back. As there's a whole bunch of movement going on there. As it's going to be a false start or illegal procedure or whatever you want to call it. You can't do that against Olive Branch. Yeah, Hickman has been kicking it off. They're trying to do where you don't know who's going to kick it. Is Hickman going to kick it or is Anderson going to kick it? And Hickman ran forward, and then he stopped, and Anderson came up to the right. You misdirection like some Harlem Globetrotter play. Can't do that. Yeah, so that'll back it up 5 yards. And this will potentially help Kosciusko. Last kickoff was a little knuckleballer down the middle of the field. Anderson will approach it. That time it's a little pooch kick taken in at the 35-yard line. That's Jabry Pierce who gets it and runs forward up the hash marks. Crosses the 45 up to the 47-yard line. Well, still, no, they have not kicked it to number 2. Word's gotten out about number 2. Roundtree.
47.
So gets the ball between the 46 and the 47-yard line in their own territory. Last time the Whippets were out, they had to punt. Offense has not been clicking like it has the first 3 games. William Rankin will be in the ball game. We'll line him up as an H-back left. Whippets hand it off to Sandifer. He's hit in the backfield by Shields, and he'll lose a yard. Nehemiah Shields being a thorn in the side of the Whippets. 6'2", 180 pounds.
It'll be 2nd and 11.
He was one of our players to watch. Mississippi Gridiron and Chris Brooks named him one of the best linebackers. Actually, I think he's listed as a defensive back, but they have him playing linebacker. Here, so loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 for Kosciusko. And Olive Branch is coming across the line. Whippets are going to get some of it back. 5-yard penalty. We'll remind you that our broadcast here powered by Central Electric Power Association. That puts the ball over the 50 at the Olive Branch 49-yard line. Kosciusko 21, Olive Branch 14. Second road game of the year for the Whippets, and it's been a battle. What you expect out of road games when you're playing up classifications. Wade running to his right. He'll throw open. Caught. Jabry Pierce at the 38-yard line. He'll go down right there. Down at the 30, actually give him the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job right there by Wade just getting out because they sent the house right there. And they was hoping he wasn't going to be able to get the ball off, but he was able to find Pierce.
13-yard pickup and a serve pro first down. Smart play by Wade as he shifted Sandifer out and lined him up as a blocker. As Wade was standing right there, he kind of moved Sandifer up as like a wing back almost and had Sandifer as an extra H-back style blocker. And that really helped out with that pass rush. Sandifer to the right of his quarterback. Give this to Sandifer. He'll tiptoe through the line and keep the scrum moving forward. Didn't quite make it to the 30-yard line, run to the 32. So it's a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down, 6 yards to go for Kosciusko. Hadn't forgot about our trivia question. Don't worry about that. I'll give it to you. The Whippets are driving right now. We're going to keep the action on the field. Ball is on the right hash. H-back left, tied in is William Rankin lined up left. There's the hard count. Jabry Pierce, man coverage out to the left. Also man coverage along L.D. McBride. Like what the Whippets have there. He's looking for Pierce. Going and over the shoulder. Caught at the 5-yard line, going out of bounds at the 4. Oh, a pretty Willie Mays Hayes style over the shoulder catch by Jabry Pierce.
Yeah, just good ball placement and just good concentration on Pierce's part. And Pierce has done a great job tonight.
I told you I like that man coverage up top. You give either Pierce or McBride. Cover them one-on-one. That's a pick your poison. Great job by Pierce. Now the Whippets getting the I form set. 1st and goal from the 4. It is a handoff to Sandifer. He'll run right into the end zone. Touchdown, C.J. Sandifer. Touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital, Attala. Whippets do exactly what they need to do and answer back. Again, Whippets would do the delayed handoff. You don't know if it's going to Schuler or if we're going to delay it and give it to C.J. Braden Ray out to attempt the PAT. It's a good snap. It's a kick. It knuckleballs through and good. 28-14. Kosciusko extends a lead with minute 26 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll stay right here and give you the answer to our trivia question. We asked you, as Kosciusko is 4-1 against teams from DeSoto County all time. Who are the teams that they've played? Well, believe it or not, they've only played 2 teams from DeSoto County. They played Lewisburg and Hernando. The Whippets are 2-0 against Lewisburg and 2-1 against Hernando. Last time they played a team was September 9th, 2022. They came up here and played Lewisburg, which is just right down the road. The only time the Whippets lost was my freshman year. 14-13 loss in the opening round of the playoffs to Hernando. They had Delwan Robinson, the Dandy Dozen, went on to play linebacker at Mississippi State. As Braden Ray pooch kicks that one, it'll hit. Take a great Whippet bounce. Jameson's going to pick it up, and he's driven to the turf by J.T. Herron at the 15-yard line. Braden Ray does it again. The ball just stops in the turf, and T. Riley was close to picking that one up. But Jameson got it, and then he got it. He got it, and he's going to be seeing number 8 in his nightmares.
I might be seeing number 8 tonight when I lay down.
J.T. Herron's had himself a game. Oh, they say the 15-yard line. This Olive Branch team did move the ball effectively on its last drive. Pistol set. Brandon Perry, your running back, and there's a motion. And I'm not sure what happened. False start. Illegal procedure against Olive Branch. Yeah, Reed motioned for his man to come left on a motion, and so it didn't really. It wasn't fluid. I was looking through the binoculars at Reed, and I saw him motion like that, and it took forever for the receiver to motion, so something just wasn't how it was supposed to be. This time, no running backs in the backfield. First down, 15. Ball backed up to the 10-yard line, or Olive Branch. Reed with a quick throw. Catch is made, but Whippets are right there for the stop. Got Zay Riley and Rowdy Rome. Pick up a 5, so essentially got back the penalty yardage. Should be second down, and actually didn't get all the penalty yardage back, so second down and 11. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Kosciusko with a 2-touchdown lead over Olive Branch. Whippets lining up like they might bring some pressure here. Now they switch out of it. Reed throws out to the right, incomplete. Wanted Brandon Perry out of the backfield on a little wheel route. Bonslater was there. And it'll be third down, 11 yards to go. Whippets did show pressure. You had Harrington, Roan, and Covington right in the gaps there, and then they backed out of it at the last minute.
I'm gonna tell you, when he's floating that ball like that, the receiver's arms are getting shorter and shorter after.
Alligator arms, right?
Yeah, man.
Third down and long for this Olive Branch offense. Reed has some time. He'll throw in a crossing pattern. Led his receiver too much off the end of his hands, incomplete. Darnell Harris was who he wanted to go to. It's going to be fourth down and 11. Now the Olive Branch punt team set to come out. Roundtree set up right here for a great return if he's able to get it. But they have not really been wanting to kick it to him. I mean, who can blame him? Jalen Hickman is the punter, standing right along the goal line. Gets a pretty good snap. Low kick, and Roundtree's just going to watch it bounce. It'll take a Olive Branch bounce at the 40, roll towards the 45, and then go back towards the 44-yard line. But Roundtree couldn't do anything with that one. Couldn't risk trying to grab it and muff it or anything. The Whippet offense sets up shop on the left hash at the 45. We have enough time to run one or two plays, depending on the result. There's 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Whippets would love to keep this offense rolling. William Rankin lines up as a receiver in the slot, off to the left. Handoff given to Sandifer into the open field. Submarine tackle at the 30. Able to get through and get the Serve Pro first down. Whippets able to pick them apart in the middle now. And that's what Kosciusko can do. You worried so much about the speed outside, but then the Kosciusko Whippets can give it to big number 4. And he can roll. First down for the Whippets inside the 30. 2x2 set. Another give to C.J. Sandifer. Has it up the middle. Hash marks, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Pulled down from behind. It'll be slung down inside the 10 at the 6-yard line. Serve Pro first down. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. Kosciusko leads at 28-14. We'll step aside for a break.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours. Teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fourth quarters for Whippets football, brought to you by, you just heard, the new Roo Station, Kangaroo Crossing. Whippets have a first and goal from the 8-yard line. Caden Wade will throw, find Jackson Schuler, open in the end zone for a touchdown. There is a flag right in the middle of the field. Well, let's hold everything. Ineligible receiver downfield against Kosciusko. We'll wipe that one off the board. And Whippet snapped it in a hurry, and it looked like it might have been a QB keeper by Caden Wade, but found Schuler open from his tight end spot. But they say somebody got too far down the line. Been called a couple of times tonight. That's the first time it's been called against Kosciusko. But it backs it up, first down and goal from back around the 13-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. Wade throws way over the head of his intended receiver, McBride. Whippets had Jabry Pierce open right in the middle of the field. Pierce was standing all alone in the S in the middle of Conquistadors. As you noted, Jeremy, when we were walking across the field, they had to do a little something to get all the Conquistadors in the end zone.
It takes up every bit of that end zone space.
I mean, that's a long name. And Olive Branch ain't a short name either. Mm-hmm. So they had one end says Conquistadors, one end says Olive Branch. But credit to them, they were able to get it in the turf field. Whippets in the I formation. The second down and long. Handoff goes to Sandifer. We'll run it left. Get inside the 10. And the ball comes out, but he was, he has to be down. They called a fumble, but he's got to be down. Yeah, we have an injury to someone for Olive Branch.
I think Sandifer's slow getting up too.
Yeah. They threw the beanbag like the ball came out. There's still no signal. No. Now they're going to say that it was a fumble. That is bad. That's bad. That is bad.
There was a fumble on the play.
He was laying on the ground. I mean, he was on the ground, and somebody jumped on top of him, and the ball came out from under the pile.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they just, it was a guess. I mean, they didn't see it.
Yeah.
There's no way they saw it. They just guessed at it.
I mean, anybody watching on the stream can go back and and drag back and look at screenshot. And you could see that Sandifer was laying on the ground and somebody poked the ball away. But they say that it's Olive Branch football at the 5-yard line. 28-14. Olive Branch didn't get the playoff, but they'll give it to them as the handoff goes to the running back. Rowdy Roan and Nick Suddet there on the tackle, but that was double zeros when the ball was snapped.
Number 24 is Royce Hickman on the carry.
Oh, it's only about a 1 or 2 yard gain. Second down, 9 yards to go. Pistol set. As Hickman standing inside the end zone. Reed dropping, rolling. Now he's going to pull it himself, and he'll be hit hard. Once again, that's Ricari Covington. And it's a good pickup. It'll be third down and about 2. Third down and about 2. And Whippets in the lead, 28-14 on the ticking clock. Kylan Reed. Whippets showing some pressure as Reed claps for the hard count. He'll walk up to the line, get a new play to his offensive line, look out to the right, take the snap. Reed trying to dump it off over the middle, incomplete, almost picked off. Went through the hands of his receiver, J.T. Herron, had it in his hands, would have been his second interception of the night. And Olive Branch has a decision to make. Are they going to punt it? Are they going to go for it? Down by 2 scores at their own 13-yard line. In these short yardage situations, we've seen the Wildcat look come in. And Whippets are going to go punt safe here. They're not even sending anybody back. As Hickman was standing around the 2-yard line to punt it away. It's a high snap. Hickman is going to try to take it himself, and he's not going to get it. Ricari Covington, who else gets him down for a loss back at the 10-yard line. Whippets knew it was coming the whole way.
I'm going to tell you, Breck, I think I'm with you on the Wildcat. Would have been
better.
Yeah, it would have been better.
You got to get 4 yards instead of 10. But Whippets were not fooled. As I said, they went punt safe, didn't send anybody back, and they sent Ricari Covington. So the bogus fumble does not hurt the Whippets for now as they take over on downs. Handoff goes to Schuler. He'll dive forward across up to the 5-yard line for a 4-yard pickup on first down. 4 quarters for Whippets football, presented by Kangaroo Crossing. And Kosciusko just wants to keep milking the clock. Ball is on the left hash at the 5. Once again from the I. Wade gives to Schuler. Schuler powers forward. Touchdown, Jackson Schuler. From his fullback spot, that's his 3rd of the year. And the Whippets punch another one in. That'll make it 34-14. Braden Ray lines up to kick it away. Splits the uprights. Good. Kosciusko 35, Olive Branch 14, 9:41 to go in the ball game.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
In the legal jungle, experience and personal attention are your best allies. Meet Al Chaddick, attorney at law, navigating the courts with direct one-on-one consultations. No middlemen, just you and Al, tackling your legal battles together. Ready for a winning strategy? Call Al Chaddick's law office at 662-289-2242 today.
Listing of the above legal services does not indicate expertise therein.
Boswell Media Sports.
Kosciusko leads at 35-14 over the Olive Branc Conquistadors. 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Braden Ray's kick goes out of bounds. Looks like Coach Jamison will not ask the Whippets to re-kick, so free kick out of bounds penalty will give Olive Branc the football at the 35-yard line. Whippet defense been the story of the game this evening. As Kylan Reed come back out to lead the offense. This time it's Brandon Perry who's in the running back. 3 down linemen for Kosciusko. Throw incomplete. On a little out route aiming for Ja'Cory Nolan at the 40-yard line. There's 3 white jerseys in the area. Bond Slater, J.T. Herron, T. Riley. All right there. Clock will stop on that incompletion. Whippets showing some pressure here. They are coming over the middle. That is incomplete. That pressure right in the face of Kylan Reed. And I guess they're going to get some sort of roughing penalty.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call.
Yeah, there was nobody in the area as, let's see, Ricari Covington, Rowdy Roan, both right there in the face of Kylan Reed. But it is going to be some sort of roughing situation. And to his credit, Ricari Covington seems to be taking credit for it, pointing to his chest, kind of saying, my bad. Got an injured Olive Branc Conquistador down. And while we have that time, we'll talk to you about the Conquistadors and why Olive Branc is called the Conquistadors. Well, back during integration, there was a white school and a black school. They integrated, and they didn't want anything that was sort of racially motivated. They wanted something that unified both neighborhoods and both schools. And since Spanish settlers settled in the area here, they decided on Conquistadors because Hernando DeSoto was a Spanish explorer, and we have Hernando City in Desoto County. So it was a very, as I said, Spanish area with the history there. And so they decided on Conquistadors because it's the conquering spirit. That's what they decided on when they integrated the schools back in the early 70s. So they got a little history lesson for you.
A little history lesson right there.
A little history lesson for you about why they're called the Conquistadors. And it is a very unique mascot, just like the Whippets, a very unique mascot. So I said, I don't know if you'll find a better mascot matchup in the state. When Houston was in our division, the Hilltoppers and the Whippets was pretty hard to beat. But the ball goes up to the 50-yard line after the roughing penalty. And it'll be 4 receivers for Kylan Reed. Tips it over. That is intercepted. Ricari Covington intercepts it, breaks 1 tackle. He's down the sideline. He's at the 10, the 5. Pick 6 for Ricari Covington. He made up for it.
He sure did, man.
The personal
he
foul.
Sure did. And he took the blame. He said, my bad, and hey, he made up for it right there.
He did. Going about 51 yards. I think we might have found our player of the game. Well, that's the second interception tonight for Kosciusko. J.T. Herron also has one. As there's the snap. The kick is up. It's through. And it is no good. So, that did not go through. Looked good to me from here. But 41-14. Kosciusko pouring it on now. 9:19 remaining. Bakari Covington getting a 52-yard pick six. Big play there by number 9. Remember, and I said a lot of people are going to be seeing number 9.
Yeah. Man, not only has he been lighting people up, but he takes it 51 yards.
Yeah. Great play. And it's not like he had an open lane either.
That's
he
right.
Caught it in He caught it in some traffic, did a good job to stay on his feet. And then once that, he had a wall of blockers headed back the other way. I had a couple of pick sixes last night. Technically only had one pick six last night for Holmes, but I got to call 3 of them, but 2 of them got called back for penalties. They finally got one there towards the end. Holmes got the win last night. Former Whippet P.J. Pace was there. Also saw Caden Greer, former Kosciusko quarterback playing for Northeast. Kick will be taken in by Hickman around the 20-yard line, and he'll get forward, and they'll blow the play dead at the 40-yard line. That's Hickman, or I should say Jalen Hickman. Jalen Hickman is the punter and returns kicks. It's Javaris Hickman who they'll put back there as a running back. Let's see if the Whippets get any younger guys in. I do see Braden McNeil in along that defensive line. He might as well be one of the starters. I mean, he comes in. He's the first guy that comes off the bench, and he's just a sophomore. They really like what they have with Braden McNeil. Nick Suddiff, Travion Nash, and McNeil will be your 3-down linemen. Linebackers, Riley, T. Riley, J.T. Heron, and Rowdy Rome. Defensive backs, Martavian Miller, Keith Lay, Zay Riley, and Darius Bond Slater. Is that a new quarterback? That is a new quarterback. Quick throw, incomplete. New quarterback is Landon Rumball.
And they threw a flag.
Is there going to be a pass interference? Where's Rumball? That's the best ball that's been thrown all night.
That's right.
Yeah, Landon Rumball got him listed as a senior. What's the call? And it's going to be pass interference against Kosciusko.
Flag is pass interference on the defense.
So, 15-yard penalty. Moves the ball into Whippet territory at the 45-yard line. I didn't really see any pass interference on Bond Slater. That's who it was on. But Rumball, the senior, the new quarterback, he'll clap for the ball. He'll throw, tipped and incomplete. The receiver, Darnell Harris, had to go up to try to get it. And there's another flag.
There's a flag in the play.
And it looks like it might go against Kosciusko. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Kosciusko.
Flag is unsportsmanlike conduct on Kosciusko.
The Kosciusko fans don't like it.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
I didn't see nothing.
Yeah,
Man.
Coach Orr and Coach Cates are both trying to sort out what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's something that was said. About the only thing there. And that's a whistle and a
That'll be another first down, Olive Branc.
timeout, Kosciusko.
Timeout, Kosciusko.
Yeah, I still don't, like I said, unless something was said, obviously we can't hear what's on the field. But I know any cuss words or anything like that are supposed to flag. Any sort of language they're supposed to flag for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, this is a good timeout right here, just to reset, regroup.
And that's even if you say it towards your own player. If you run up to your own player and say some cuss word to him, then you're still getting an unsportsmanlike conduct flag. So as I said, that's about the only thing it could have been, because I didn't see anybody pushing. I didn't see any shoving. I didn't see anything at all. But Olive Branch has been awarded 30 yards in penalties, generously given 30 yards in penalties. The ball will be at the 30. We got a final to tell you about after this play. Rumball throwing long. That is incomplete. They are going to call another pass interference play. That's bad.
He was in good. I mean, that's what you teach right there.
Yeah, that's bad. I would feel for safety of some people after they call this pass interference call. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's the best position you can be in right there.
Bonslater did it. All he did was turn around and jump up and knock the ball away.
Yeah, this is woo.
Yeah, that's bad. At this 45 yards gifted to Olive Branch. This quarterback, somebody's kid, somebody's nephew, somebody important, because they have not done anything and they've been awarded 45 points. If I'm a Kosciusko, I'll just stop and see if they get a penalty called on them. Rumball looking to throw. That is incomplete. There's no flag that time, and that was more more interference than what Bonslater did.
Wow.
Bonslater looks like he's hurt, but he says he's okay. Yeah. But now the officiating staff is going to make him go off the field. So they send him off the field, and the Whippets will bring in another defensive back. Kendrick Winters, the junior, will step in. Kosciusko essentially all over but the crying, 41-14, with 8:50 remaining in the ball game. Rumball looking to throw. That is incomplete. Looking out to the left side. They missed a false start, too. The slot receiver was moving at the snap. The clock stops on the incompletion. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Olive Branch from about the 15-yard line. So they can't get a first down at the 5. Pistol set. Janoris Hickman is your running back behind Rumball. Low snap. Rumball has to go down and get it. Going to throw incomplete. Calvin Randall, the big tight end, had his hands on it, and when he went to the ground, couldn't control it.
That'll be 4th down.
Makes it 4th down and 10 from the 15. Olive Branch obviously going to leave the offense on the field, trailing at 41-14. But, yeah, I would say that Rumball's throwing prettier passes than Reed. Anything Rumball's thrown, he hasn't completed any. But they've been prettier. Empty backfield. Rumball rolling to his left. He's going to throw. That is incomplete. T. Riley knocked it away in the Whippets. Despite some adversity, turn him over on downs.
Yeah, that's a big stand right there after getting 45 yards in penalties right there.
Of which maybe one of those penalties might have been warranted.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
That's a good job, just keeping composure right there for the defense and then making that stop.
Whippets will bring some of the younger guys in. I believe that is Jack Vance is in as a receiver, lined up to the right. And he's got a 2-point conversion tonight. It's a handoff running to Roundtree. Right side. Gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. The Whippets just want to keep it rolling here with the 41-14 lead. Don't want to hang around for our what would be a very quick Premier Medical postgame show as we got a long drive back to Kosciusko. But we're going to wrap it up pretty quickly. Caden Wade looks left, now he's going to throw right. Aiming, LD McBride goes up. Can't complete the catch. As coming over off the top of the safety, in coverage there was Darion Harris, but one of those safeties came over and knocked it away last minute. I believe on the coverage, Trey Craddock. But 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Clock stops with that incompletion. Motion Sandifer. Oh, a whistle. Some other flag. It looks like it's against Kosciusko. Well, some kind of false start, illegal procedure. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. It's like the Holmes game last night. Holmes game last night lasted longer than the NFL game. All the penalties that were thrown. Caden Wade going to step up and throw. Airs it just a little bit too long over Roundtree at the 40-yard line. Roundtree had a step on his 2 defenders, but Wade led him a little too much. Sends out the punt team. Braden Ray going to put his heels on the goal line. Jalen Hickman, Marcus Jamison Jr. back to return it. Ray gets a good snap. Good kick. Hit at the 40, take a great Whippet bounce. Jamison's going to try to take it, and the Whippets are right there. Combining T. Riley and Mylan Johnson on the stop for the Whippets.
Yeah, good coverage right there.
Yeah, you don't blame Jamison for picking it up. You need some kind of spark if you're Olive Branch, but Whippets have done a good job tonight of not letting one of the best return men in the state of Mississippi beat them. There's about 4 quarterbacks on the roster for Olive Branch. Let's see which one comes back out. It'll be Romball. He has Javaris Hickman to his right as his running back. 2-by-2 set. He'll take a snap. Looks, throws. Picked off! Keith Lay's got it going the other way! Keith Lay with the Whippets' second pick 6 of the night. Oh, the Whippet, when he saw it, he saw it. 2 pick 6s on the evening, 3 interceptions. Oh, Whippets are going to be right on that average for their points scored, but 14 of those, or 12 of those, came from the defense. Braden Ray to kick the PAT from the hold of Jabry Pierce. Lining up to attempt the point. Good snap. It's good. Kosciusko with the lead, 48-14. Here late in the 4th quarter with 7.5 minutes remaining.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns. offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Boswell Media Sports.
Kosciusko, second pick six of the night. Keith Lay goes about 60 yards back for a touchdown. And Kosciusko with a 48-14 lead, 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarters for Whippets football brought to you by Kangaroo Crossing. Braden Ray's kick went out of bounds while we were in our timeout. So this time Coach Jamison will make the Whippets re-kick. Braden Ray back up 5 yards and do it all over again. Jalen Hickman will catch it this time at the 30-yard line. Try to tiptoe his way forward. And it was, I believe, Nick Sudeth that knocked him off his feet at the 40-yard line. Well, the Whippet defense has been very impressive this evening, with 3 interceptions, 2 of them which went back for scores. Tackles for loss, a number of sacks. Just been a good performance. Let's see who comes back out as quarterback. It's going to be Romball again. Landon Romball and Javoris Hickman in the backfield. Whippets still with the same personnel. It's got the same guys out there on defense. Not too many of the young ones. I think the Conquistadors don't have a play. Didn't have a play. I think they only had 10 men on the field.
Only had 10. It's missing a lineman.
They say that Olive Branch got a timeout in. Didn't get the delay of game. Okay, we're going right. That's timeout number 2. We are keeping track of this. So got the timeout in. But Kosciusko's still with the main guys out there. Whippet defense, with the 34-point lead, you think you might bring in some of the younger guys, but this defense is nasty. They want to stay out. They want another pick six. They want to put up some more points. Now you do see a few of the younger guys. You see J.D. Cummins coming in along the defensive line. Braden McNeil, and defensive line. But, yeah, those are the only 2, I would say. Everybody else is.
Yeah, and I think Milan is here at the corner.
Milan's here on the corner. But Romball turns and gives to Hickman. Ricari Covington with another tackle for loss. Unless they give him back the line of scrimmage, which it looks like they will, so technically won't be a tackle for loss, no gain. Covington playing like a man possessed. It's been a fun trip to Olive Branch. As I said, my first time coming here. Whippets look like they're going to come away with the victory. Hard-fought victory, not easy. Even the score would be a little misleading. Romball looks left, looks right. Going to run to his right. Let everybody chase at him. Just going to have to throw it away. McNeil, Cummins, Rowdy Roan, Travion Nash, all right there. So 3rd down and 9, Olive Branch. Should be third down, right?
Yeah, third down. That's right.
The down marker has not changed. Does the scoreboard say third down? It does. Down marker guy just ready to go home. Give Hickman. He'll rumble forward, won't quite make it to the 45-yard line. There's a whistle, and I believe that is going to be the Heat timeout. Yep, it will be the Heat timeout. 48-14. So Kosciusko with 6 minutes to go, trying to move to 4-0 and set up a big showdown next week with a rival, Choctaw County, the defending 3A state champs, just up the road. Technically, Coach Orr's alma mater. Ackerman is his alma mater. A combination of Ackerman and Ware. Yeah, it's been a fun trip to Olive Branch. I did my homework, and we went to Old Town Olive Branch. Nice little Main Street area, like cobblestone walkway and everything. Found a nice little bakery to go to. I had to get me some peanut butter cookies, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think we can celebrate with some peanut butter cookies on the way home.
We got a long way home. We had to load up on some sugar. Those folks took care of us. I left them a Breezy 103 shirt, but they were very nice. They had it waiting on us when we walked in. You Breck Riley? Yeah, here you go. Oh, thank you. Well, nice folks there as Olive Branch is going to punt this one away. Whippets don't even send anybody back. It'll roll dead at the 20-yard line. 48-14. Kosciusko, if they can put together a long drive here, could run out the clock. Let's see if Schuler will lead the offense or if it's going to be Caden Wade. Hard to tell because Schuler's out there in the huddle, but Coach Rhodes is talking to Caden Wade. Caden Wade will run out there. Call the signals for the Whippets. The Olive Branch Band is playing the theme song to SWAT, the whole movie, the whole TV show. Whippets have a few new guys in. Vance, Terrell Tolliver is in. Tolliver will get the handoff, and he'll lunge forward. Pick up 9 yards. Terrell Tolliver. He's got a touchdown on the season. You know who's got the best rushing record on the team? T. Riley. 1 carry for 40 yards and a touchdown. He's probably said, don't put me back in. I want to keep that average. Another give to Terrell Tolliver. He'll have a Serve Pro first down out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Clock will stop as they move the chains. Let's see who else is out there that might be new. I think it's just Vance.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Terrell Tolliver.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Also, along the offensive line, no, it's all pretty much the same. Whippets, right here on the end. Is that Newell or Latiker?
Yeah, I think that's Latiker.
Give goes to Tolliver again. Runs up the hash mark, 7 yards on first down carry. Whippets are hoping to get Richard Kern back maybe next week or the week after. You know, he had been injured in the offseason. That'll help along that Whippets offensive line. And it's already pretty deep. Whippets like their linemen that they have. About 4 yards. First down run. Update from Ethel. The Tigers get the win 16-7 on homecoming over Clinton Christian. Wade wants to throw, looking for Latiker, incomplete. Overshot him at the 40. Oh, Coach Junior Graham and the Tigers getting a homecoming win, moving their record to 3-1 on the season. Last update we had, Mac Adams was winning. I hadn't seen an update there in a while. Caden Wade claps for the ball. Hard count. Coach Rhodes will get him a new play. Jabry Pierce is like, what am I doing? Handoff. Terrell Tolliver runs off left tackle. Be close to a first down. It'll be 4th down. About 2 yards to go. Whippets want to go for it. Obviously, the offense is going to stay on the field. You're going to get a hard count here, most likely, and then you could see a timeout and a kick. But an offsides penalty would give the Whippets a first down. There it is, hard count. And it will be. Hard count, and then a timeout by Coach Orr and the Whippets. 4:03 remaining. Since we're going to have a really quick post game, we're going to try to run through scores right here while we have a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Reliant Physical Therapy. But let's look at some scores if we can give you some. I think all of DeSoto County tonight was playing each other because we had Lake Cormorant and Horn Lake playing each other. And Hernando and Center Hill played each other. Hernando won that one 38-17. Oh, McComb with an upset over Brookhaven.
Wow.
18-16. Brookhaven just upset Madison Central last week. They're the favorites in 5A South. McComb is making their name known in 4A South with Columbia and Poplarville. Also, Pontotoc defeats Corinth 17-14. Simmons beats Port Gibson 28-6. As the Whippets come back out on offense. Handoff gives to Rel Tolliver. He will have the first down, and he's got a lot more than the first down. Serve Pro first down across the 45-yard line. Columbia defeats Jefferson Davis County 44-27. Biggersville defeats Boonville 49-19. Yazoo County. Jim, you know a little something about Yazoo County.
Oh, yeah.
County beats Shaw 18-12. Sumrall, big win over West Marion 41-21. Madison Central defeats Northwest Rankin 31-24. Horn Lake defeats Lake Cormorant 19-14. Ooh, got a big one for you over in Alabama. Another handoff goes to Rel Tolliver. Spins out of one tackle and crosses the 50 to the 48-yard line into Olive Branch territory. Clay Chalkville, Alabama beats Brandon 47-15. Raleigh, too much for Mize, 44-14. Warren Central defeats Vicksburg 34-15. Got a lot of scoring going on. Choctaw County, Kemper County. Choctaw County leads 43-36. The game late in the fourth quarter. Tri-County had no problem with Kirk Academy, 55-6. I got an update on a Petal defeats Gulfport. As Terrell Tolliver gets the call again, and he is just grinding out the yards. Gets up to the 44-yard line. It'll be third down and short. Kosciusko just trying to ice it away here with a 48-14 lead. Another give to Terrell Tolliver. Bulldozes his way forward, and he'll have the Serve Pro first down. Whippets got to move to 4-0 on the season. Wilkes is going to come out. Does his helmet come off?
Had to be. I wouldn't. I think so, but I wasn't even looking.
He comes out, and Jaden Stewart will replace him at the offensive line. A few other guys that come in. Have Arshawn Newell here as a receiver on the near side. Handoff, sweeping it to Terrell Tolliver. Tolliver toting the load here late in the ball game. Also in Big Caden Thrash along the offensive line. I'll try to get some of these names for you. As Kosciusko is under 90 seconds to play here. Just trying to take all the time off the clock that it can. So Latiker and Newell go out wide to the right. You got Vance in as a tight end left. Hand off. Terrell Tolliver loses the football. And they say he was down? No. Fumble and recovered by the Conquistadors. Yeah, that time Caden Wade could have jumped in to try to get it, but the coach and staff was saying, just back up. There's no need to try to risk injury diving at that ball when the game is in hand. Now, get a few other guys out along that defensive line. You got big Anthony Harris at nose guard. Also, you have Keegan Albritton. I believe J.D. Cummins is in as well. Low snap. Running back's going to get it. Break a tackle, break another tackle, and then he'll be hit and dropped. Zay Riley and J.T. Herron combine to stop.
Number 17, Preston Mink, taking the field for him.
Preston Mink, a sophomore, is your quarterback, and your running back is Darion Hardin. Get some other guys in here that we can talk about. Handoff goes to Hard, and he's up the middle, and he'll take it all the way, picking him up and putting him down. He'll go in for the score. It goes about 56 yards for a touchdown. Oh, Hardin on the carry. It's a long touchdown run. Hardin just found a seam, and good for that young man. Gets his name in the stat book. As there's only going to be 10 men on the field to attempt the PAT, but now they bring somebody else on. Jake Anderson will line up to kick it if they get it off, which they do, and it's good. 48-21. Olive Branch will kick it away to the Whippets. But yeah, let's see if we have a updated score from McAdams. McAdams leads it 44-21. 5 minutes left, so. Oh, that does it. They're not even going to make Olive Branch kick it off. They just let the clock roll. So Kosciusko will get the win, 48-21. And their record moves to 4-0 on the season. Olive Branch will fall to 1-3. We'll step aside for a break, come back and wrap this thing up and get back on the road to Kosciusko. But the Whippets get a big win, 48-21.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
Need store, Atala County Co-op, Atala County Co-op.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, every dollar counts. This is Mandy Hudgens for Citizens National Bank. Right now, we're offering some exceptional rates on deposit accounts. If you're shopping for a great CD rate, we invite you to come by and see us so we can help your money grow. Or, if you need easy access to your cash, our Maximum Money Market account is another great option to take your earnings to a whole new level. Best of all, you can enjoy doing business with our local community bank, so come experience the difference of doing business with Citizens National Bank, where we've been in business since 1888 and we've been recognized time and again as one of the safest banks in the nation. You can also visit us online at yourcnb.com. Through the power of local, we're ready to help make your dreams a reality.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Watkins, Ward & Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins, Ward & Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins, Ward & Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Premier Medical Postgame show here from Olive Branch. It's going to be a very, very quick one. Kosciusko with the 48-21 win over Olive Branch. The Whippets move to 4-0 on the season. And the Olive Branc Conquistadors go to 1-3. Whippets will be back at home next week to take on Desoto County, the final test before the Whippets get to division play. And Jeremy, quickly we'll take a look at some maybe just some quick stats and a look at how we arrived at our score.
Yeah, second half we had 6 scores. Olive Branch scored the first score. Olive Branch scored the second score. And then the other 4 scores came from Kosciusko. And, first score came with Olive Branch cutting that lead down to a touchdown. So Kosciusko was up 21-14, but then Kosciusko was able to answer and put another score on the board to make it 28-14 at the end of the third quarter. And then going into the fourth quarter, Kosciusko got the next 3 scores. Had a 2-play drive that was capped off by Schuler with a 5-yard touchdown. PAT was good and make it 35-14 at that point. Then Kosciusko got their next score off of Ricari Covington, 51-yard pick six to make it 41-14. And then the next score came, the fifth score of the second half came on another pick six. This time it was a 60-yard take it to the house by Keith Lay to make the lead 48-14. And then there at the end of the game with 19 seconds left to go in the game, they were able to break one loose and take it 56 yards and kick the PAT to cut it to a 48-21 lead. In the third quarter, the one score we had in the third quarter came on a 4-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. And so that was the scores that happened in the second half. And so we sitting at the end of the night when the horn goes off, end of the game, Kosciusko 48, Olive Branch 21.
Yeah, and I think Kosciusko maybe needed a little bit of a game like this where they had little pressure, little adversity in the first three games. But tonight, with the issues with the snap early, they weren't able to do it. I mean, it went from worse to worse to worse for right out the gate, but the Whippets were able to, coaches like that when you have to get up off the mat, so to speak. And they were able to come back, and they didn't let it get to them, and they settled down and do what Kosciusko does on offense. Looking at player of the game, we already said it pretty much in our second half. Ricari Covington going to be your Autumn Rich Dental player of the game. I have him with 2 sacks, an interception, return for a touchdown, and multiple tackles for a loss. So Ricari Covington is your Autumn Ridge Dental player of the game. And that's it for our post game. We got a long way to go in a game that lasted 3 hours. And so big thank you to Donald back in the studio. Also thank you to Hayes Tyler, who was on the camera for us. And, of course, thank you to everyone involved in Boswell Media Sports, Lisa, Bimo, Ashley, Laura, Melissa, and Macy. So next week we'll be back at home. Thank you for joining us here on the Boswell Media Sports. This is Breck Riley signing off, saying good night and go Whippets.